Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got that.
Oh, that's really sad. I had plans. I had plans, dog. I had plans. They're not good plans. They were plans.
Oh,
Sorry to
Sad.
dash them.
I can tell you now that
Hi,
you
guys.
have, said that they aren't a thing I can do. I can tell you all about how my cleric was going to have a passive perception of 30 at level 13.
Cool, we're
That was fun
live.
playing.
This has nothing to do with Dangerously Dicey games.
Yeah.
These are the at-home games that everybody's talking about right now. Yay. Sorry we are 10 minutes
fact,
late, but
Look,
hey,
probably
shit
my
happens.
most underpowered character, ever.
Eh. Hi, guys.
So far.
Welcome to the game. I'm going to
Greetings and salutations.
I'm just going to immediately hop right into the intro. Welcome to Dangerously Dicey. We're a merry band of misfits that love role-playing games. We hope this brings you as much joy as it does us. I'm Christopher, the Dungeon Master, and we are playing the next installment of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Let's roll. God, the shaky cam.
Oh, no.
Who would like to do the recap from last episode? I will offer it up instead of forcing one member to do it.
I got it.
Cool.
All right. So we got to talking with Boris on our way to, what was it, Bryn Shander now?
Yeah.
The new place?
So, yeah.
Yep,
All
that's
right.
Bryn Shander.
More talking happened. Did not end up killing him, with mixed feelings in the party, but we did end up dropping him off at what's it called? Eidos's place of worship.
Temple of
within
Yandala.
Bryn Shander. Yeah, Temple of Yandala. I guess there's a vampire worry in this area right now.
Wow, that was echoey.
Yeah, that
So,
echoed
Really.
hard.
We all touched metal things that were
Silver
silver.
for lycanthropy.
Yeah. Got tested for some things for going in. Really want
Zodag
that
may have
dagger.
caused a little stir.
Yeah, don't give the guards existential crises. Crisi?
Yeah.
Price of
yeah.
people? You know what I mean.
Chrysopusses?
Oh yeah, Zodak dropped off that stuff to a smithy or whatever to get that extra hand. And by extra, I mean replacement hand for the one that isn't there.
What?
We
I
ended up
have all
going...
my hands. What are you talking about?
That's bullshit and
Yeah.
you know it.
Okay. Anyway, we went to the mailing office. I think after that, some of us had surprise mail. Others had not surprise mail. Met the mail lady, who's Eidos's wife. She took us up to a secret, secure facility. We kind of overloaded her, and that we definitely overloaded her. And now we have to wait for the emotional cooldown before we can continue with some things.
Thanks for the subscribe, Solorable. Get some sleep.
Oh, heck yeah.
Night, Laura.
I'll let you know if anybody gets eaten. Sup, Kobo?
Oh, man, a hype train.
Oh god, did it already go through?
Why do these keep
I
happening?
can't open my character sheet. Thank you, roll 20.
Yep.
Oh, that again.
Pop out, pop back in. Gotta love
Yeah.
Roll20.
Yeah.
That means
I would say-
Discord's gonna slow down.
I would say don't sponsor us, but that's another that's another group's shtick. But also, if I got a sponsorship, I'd probably be okay with it. Because I
I
already
mean, if they
used the
sponsor us, they can sponsor us to make us shut up about our dislikes.
Yeah, I could sell out. It's fine.
Well, if Foundry wants to,
If Foundry
send
wants to,
something our
yeah.
way, I'm totally cool with that too.
I bought Foundry. I am just shit at it. Like,
It's a
learning
learning
it.
curve.
Yeah.
I'm picking that up myself.
Yeah,
That's,
I've been working
that's a
trying
piece.
to learn it, and it's like, oh, cool. I tried to make the Salt Marsh campaign like the first chapter in that game on Foundry and was just like, this is so ass. Why is everything being so mean to me right now? Nothing was loading right. Enough of
But
that.
I've seen it used. It's wonderful.
Yeah, me too. It's a gorgeous program when it works.
That sounds like, we're supporting them enough that they'll definitely come by and be like, wow, these people really like us a lot. We definitely want to sponsor them.
By extension, I know people that do work for Roll20.
Well, maybe
So,
if they sponsor us, we'll stop bad-mouthing them. I mean,
and talking about
because
their
it's such
competitors.
an awesome program. Yeah.
Well, has anyone seen Tailspire?
No.
Yes.
It looks good too, and I'm like,
I'm waiting for Dungeon Alchemist to finally roll out.
oh yeah, but that also can make maps, and then you can just implement them into any VTT that supports PNGs and JPEGs. And I think 3D.
Yes,
I think it has a three-dimensional quality too. So I don't
Yes,
know
it
what the
does.
file name is for that. Yeah. Wait. Shit. We're off topic again. God damn it, Chris.
You're welcome.
Hi guys.
You have only yourself to blame.
Hi guys.
I exist twice a month. I don't mind waiting in the void. It's pretty much my home now.
God damn it. That was some dark shit. Thank you. Cool. We're going to return to the party members having gone back downstairs of the Brinshander post office, now that I can think about it. After getting a lot of bombshell news, while one member is still at the top, on the top floor with his soon-to-be wife, consoling her because she's having a panic attack. Oh, and there were a few things mentioned. The Church of Yandala has a massive underground base. Somebody saw a poster, actually I think the whole party saw the poster now, of the Harpel Carnival Splendorium. Yeah, the Harpel Splendorium Carnival Wonderporium, or I got a really big ass name for it.
Oh yeah.
A nice, easy, giant name to remember.
The
Hype
carnival's
train!
coming at the worst possible time.
Thank
I
you
forgot about
for the
that.
bits, by the way.
Ooh.
Wait, people
Nice.
don't.
Bits.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. But no. Yeah, that's where we're gonna come back in, is you guys, in the four of you on the main floor, and we're just gonna leave Hayden, Eidos, that character combo. You're just up there with Darda. So, good luck. The four of you, what are you doing?
Weren't we? We were all kind of headed downstairs, right?
Yep, I'm saying y'all made it downstairs in a kind of rushed motion. Like you all just kind of like fled that, like,
Sense the tension rising.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Lagertha isn't a fully fledged marriage counselor yet, so seemed like a little bit much even for her.
Oh, I wrote a letter.
Yeah.
Zodag
Okay.
is going to take the confusion of everything to disappear and head to his little quiet place.
Does that mean Fight Club?
No.
It does mean
religious.
split the party, though.
You son of a bitch! You do not split the party.
Watch me.
Oh no, Zoldyck had a terrible accident. Here's his
Zodek
brother.
slipped on
Zodek.
ice and broke a leg.
Aww.
Oh no, he lost a hand and a leg. What the hell?
I guess it's time to bring in my other character then.
Flintlock and Steel? I would totally support Flintlock and Steel coming in.
No,
You bury
this is
him?
Flint and Steel.
You bury him back where he was buried.
This is Flint and Steel.
No,
Bringing
we've been
Flint and
playing
Steel.
for
I'm bringing
20
Sadamo.
Yeah.
Aw.
We've been playing for 20 minutes and we haven't done a damn thing. So,
Yeah.
you intend to go to the Church of the Morning Lord, or Amantar, whatever the actual name of it is.
Amantanta? I don't know.
I think it is
Is
Amantar.
he trying to? Is he trying to sneak out?
Yes.
If he's trying to sneak
Use
out,
a
he has to roll stealth.
Using all of the chaos to my advantage.
Sorry,
Or
I gotta turn
attempting
down.
to.
I gotta turn down Doug's. I cannot hear Chris at all.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying to roll, Chris?
He rolls stealth. Everybody else rolls. He's going to go against everybody's passive perceptions because he is doing it via the chaos.
Okay.
Yes, the chaos of walking downstairs.
Well, like the chaos of the tension, like, oh. Have you never been in an awkward situation and your mind just immediately goes like, just gonna narrow my focus and just like walk away steadily?
Do I have any? I do have one.
Don't ask me that question.
I'm
and
going to
forget
use a DM
Chris.
inspo.
I know you have.
Oh, that did nothing.
I love that. I love that for
Well,
you. Everybody
see
noticed. I think everybody has a passive above 12.
No.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Oh, Swift doesn't
I don't.
notice.
All right.
Swift is not. Wait. Nope.
Okay.
The 10.
So, the party member, known as Zodag, slips out of Swift's view, but the other two party members that are with you clock his movement.
Oh, the
Like, Lagartha leans over to Sickle, and they're like, "Do you think he's going off to go do something else, Dom?"
Not outside of my eyesight.
Are you gonna go follow him?
And it's at this moment, Lagartha, you
Except
just
for you
like,
to make sure Swift doesn't burn anything.
Okay.
Lagartha, what you saw was, that is the last thing you hear from Sickle as you turn to look at them and they just kind of like whoosh. They're out the door and you just see the tail of their cloak like brushing against the ledge as they disappear into the darkness.
My sister's so cool.
Isn't it midday?
It's always dark.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's. I forgot.
But also,
Oh,
they're invisible now. Because it's dark. And they can stealth in darkness, and they're just invisible to anyone that uses dark vision to see.
I'm just imagining Sickle like breakdancing behind like Zoldag, and he has no idea.
No doing Fortnite dances.
Aww.
Cool.
Your Fortnite dancing in your heart.
I'm gonna say roll. I need a Zodag and Swift. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Sure.
Me or
Yes,
Sickle?
Swift.
I'm not
For
doing
for
anything.
scenes. For scenes. It's initiative for the
Oh,
scene.
oh, okay. I'm like, why are we
Mm.
fighting? I don't want to fight him. Well,
You're gonna have to
Let
fight
me
your past
rephrase
sooner or
that.
later.
I don't want to have a fight with him.
Well, fine. You're going first.
It hasn't even rolled on my screen yet.
You got a 20.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I got a wait, like a nat 20?
No, 18 plus 2.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna do Swift and Lagartha in the post office, which by extension can be Hey, Eidos, you also roll initiative, just to see where you're
Okay.
gonna, what scene I'm gonna put you in. Okay, so we'll add you to. You'll be right after this scene, and then we'll do Zodag and Sickle.
Can I ask a question?
No,
Okay, fine.
what's your question?
This is to Swift. How is Swift looking? Like, I can roll perception if you want me to, or
I
insight.
would say insight. You can roll me an insight, and I'll roll a.
Well, what are you trying to glean?
I'm trying to get like
particularly?
I would say
Uh,
emotional state. Yeah.
yeah, trying to see like how well they're holding together.
So if it's okay with you, Chris, I think I should roll deception at disadvantage.
Sure. I feel like you two had a conversation about this off camera
We-
or in private
Actually,
messages.
not this time.
This is like the one time that we haven't actually had like
Planned anything.
plan. Yeah. Well.
Oh,
there we go.
jeez.
A 10.
Like, it's a 22
So-
and a 10.
So, Swift, in this moment, what is your emotional state? What can Lagertha
think-
perceive of your emotional state?
So like we went up, they got those letters and then they went up to the room, right? And we had that whole thing that was kind of a bit of like an overload of sensory
Yep.
everything.
Knowledge
And so now that
overload.
we're back downstairs and things are starting to level out, the information from the poster and the letters is starting to catch up with them. And so they're trying to hide it, but there's a sense of panic and fear coming over them.
Okay.
So, just to clarify real quick, because I don't remember everything from last time, Lagertha doesn't know anything about the letters, yes?
Lagertha probably knows that they got 2 letters, and that's about
Like-
it.
That's all.
Well, yeah, and they don't know anything. Like, they know there's a poster.
No, you were there.
Yeah, I was there. They saw the
You
poster.
know that Swift reacted poorly to
Yeah,
the poster of a carnival.
but they don't know why.
You overheard the conversation with Illigal, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
So
I remember Circus was mentioned.
so you should have a little bit of
Make
context
a
to that.
wisdom check.
Wisdom. Okay.
You are a
If only
druid.
you were good at that.
Am I doing am I clicking
Just a
saving
wisdom.
throw? Just
Just
wisdom.
click
Okay.
the wisdom word. Yeah.
Ooh.
You can make the
Hey.
connection between illegal someone they both know and the Kaz Fund has something to do with that circus. And that circus is coming to town. In particularly the day before sacrifice, so that they're going to be here on sacrifice day so they could be sacrificed.
Okay. Is Swift up at the counter trying to send the letter, or are they kind of in the process?
That's
I
up
think
to
they're
Swift.
still kind of looking. They're still kind of looking over this letter that they've hastily written up.
Cool. Did you actually write a letter in the 2 weeks?
I honestly forgot.
Cool. Homework. Write me a letter.
No. No, I'm not.
No.
Doesn't have to be.
Homework load already.
Doesn't have to be a home. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just write me something.
Just. Basically, the gist. Swift is trying to write a letter to Illegal to try and explain that Kaz's expenses have been covered and that Kaz will be here.
Oh, that one. Never mind. I thought you were sending a
Yes.
letter to Kaz.
No. I don't even know
Oh.
where Kaz is right now because he's traveling with
Yeah.
Arduin.
Yeah. Yeah, he's traveling with Arduin.
Which is probably Swift's worst nightmare happening. Well, there's a few other things, but that's one of them. That's at least top 5.
I was gonna say, is Orgy of all of your arch villains also one of your nightmares?
No, that sounds amazing.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's like hell yeah.
No, you
Why
you
would
don't
that
you don't
be?
you only get to watch.
So
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind, I can't.
you think that makes him bad?
Never mind. I'm straying too far from God right now.
So anyways,
And you've met the devil. Welcome
anyways,
to hell, Chris.
wherever Swift has found themselves in this downstairs of the post office room, Lagartha's just gonna like quietly, but not like stealthily, like I should probably say calmly, walk up kind of next to them and just kind of like nudge them and just she can be light-footed when she wants to be.
What?
You can try.
You don't have to
not-
sneak.
She's
I know,
she's
I
not
was-
stealthing. Yeah, she's not
She doesn't
stealthing.
have to stealth for this.
I
She's
know. I
not
was just
trying
making. I was
to-
making the comparison that you are a hulking bear woman.
It's
And
not
Swift
my
is going
fault
through
that there's
emotional turmoil.
it's not my fault that I'm in a town of people who are shorter than me and have made everything that size.
Minus 1 point for Chris for being racist to bears.
Bear candy is something I personally always allow because I love the race.
Why are you being
I'm
racist
not.
to her?
I'm not.
Heart
Okay.
claws. Heart claws.
Okay.
Heart claws. Okay, so Lagartha is calmly going up to Swift, and they're kind of like gently like standing next to them, and like gently nudging them, and just in like a low voice.
Paper I could use for a letter.
In like a low voice, they're just going, "Hey, are you okay?"
I think that I need to send this letter to Illegal. Because, the situation has changed.
Does it have to do with the poster that we saw?
Well, yes and no. I guess there's many things happening very quickly, and also not because it won't happen till the 14th.
That's unfortunate timing.
You know, the night of the 14th. And the morning of the 15th.
Do you think there's a way that we could catch them before that date? Kind of keep them from the city?
I don't know, I think that they are coming up from Luskin. So I'm not sure how the road will bring them. I don't know how we could intercept them. I also have no idea how many people are with them because Kaz is not traveling alone. He's not traveling with the circus. Well, no,
He is traveling with the circus.
he's traveling with the circus, but he has been purchased. If you understand.
Like bought? Someone bought him?
Someone is going to help cover the debt that links him to the carnival.
Well, you don't seem very happy about that. Is this someone who you don't want to have covered the debt?
It's very funny that I have the feeling that Kaz's freedom will come at the price of my own. And
We can't just give this person who covered the debt the money for the debt and then call it even.
he doesn't want the money. He doesn't care about the money. That's not what he wants. But well, it's I don't know, what day is it today? The 6th, the 5th.
It is the 6th. It is cresting into mid-afternoon.
Today is the 6th. We have till about the 15th. We still have time before then, so mon ami, we can still have. We can. There's time.
I think we can think of something.
I cannot.
Well, not today, maybe. But we have a bunch of days before then. We can think of something.
Just don't, if you could, don't tell the others about inevitability of me leaving, because one way or another I don't think that I will be here with you all. Swift turns to the counter.
Hi, how can I help you?
I would like to send this letter to what the fuck is the name of that place? Targos.
Aye.
To the. Do you know Ma?
Your mother?
What?
Your mother?
No, not. Fuck you.
You said Ma.
No, but that's her name.
That's
She's
not
not
her
my
name.
mother.
That's just her nickname.
That's just her name. I didn't actually care about her name. She owns the.
Three flags
The three
sailing.
sails.
Something
Three
like
flags sailing. 3 sails flying. 3 boats flagging. 3 blah blahs. It doesn't matter.
3 flags sailing. The guy like correcting her. Oh, you mean 3 flags sailing?
Yes, that place. So this needs to go to a man named Elago that stays there.
Oh, sure thing. 1 silver.
Chris, do you actually care about the exchange of like gold? Can I just write it as
Yeah,
like I
just-
have
just
1
make a
less
note.
gold and then 9 silver?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Like
Alright,
they can make
then
change.
Sometimes you'd be surprised how sometimes people are like, no, they can't make change.
I worked retail. I can. You're paying for a service. I will make change. Just don't come in
Alright.
here with a platinum.
Oh, I'm glad they didn't give you a platinum then. Part of me was curious if I had enough copper. I do not.
Just broke person giving 10 copper.
I
Be
have
like,
7 copper. It's almost enough for a silver. Anyway, so
question: do you attempt this copper first? Do you attempt to pay him like with the copper because you keep all your money in separate bags? Do you attempt to
Yeah, so I could actually, I could try.
give me a deception check?
Yeah. Well, like pulls out the purse. 1, 2, quatre, cinq, six, sept,
Yep.
huit,
Give me
neuf.
give me that deception. Let's see if you
Oh
can
no! Wait,
escape by on
sept.
three
Oh, yeah. I
copper.
only have.
Yeah.
I
He
only
just
have,
goes, it's okay. And he like pats your hand and just scoops the copper. And like you see him like put his hand in like another bin and like pulls out a couple extra copper.
Is it the take a penny, leave a penny?
Basically,
leave a copper.
Basically just pulls some copper out of the cup and just puts it in the drawer and goes, "You're good, good. Have a good night."
Thank you. Turns back to Lagertha. Well, what are we doing? Where are we going? Are we going somewhere? Can we go somewhere else besides here? Oh, I know we're
Cool.
waiting for Eidos, aren't we?
And on that note, Eidos.
Oh boy.
Yes. What are you doing? They walked downstairs, and you are consoling your semi-hysterical fiance, and I say that only because of the amount of lore dump and whatnot that y'all just did on her, as well as her doing on you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Well, I'm consoling her, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, well, I think we need to deal with some immediates, huh?
Yeah, I guess. What immediates would you like to deal with first?
Well, probably learn more about this serial killer in town, huh?
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to know?
You mentioned something about it being possibly tied to something else.
Yeah, I think it's tied to the lottery.
The Bryn Shander lottery?
Well, yes, but all three of them? Well, the last three victims all were from towns, originally from towns that do the sacrifice. And my working theory is that they are lottery dodgers. Like, I don't know if they skipped town on the day of their of the lottery and their name was called, or those are on record. Every name called should be on record in the town, the respected town.
And you found all their names in these lists?
That's the thing. I found the first one. And I started researching some of the older. These are just the three most recent deaths, the three most recent kills. There have been 5 of these murders in the last 6 months, on top of the 3 that just happened over the last 3 months. So, well, actually 2 months, because 2 happened this month. 1 just happened a few days ago, like last week.
Oh, wow.
But I was looking into them, and The 6th kill was a picked name, but they weren't in town. They weren't sacrificed from that town, as they weren't there to be collected by the police when their name was called. So I think they ran. And I have a feeling that if I start researching these other 5 harder, I could probably figure out whether or not some of them were also on that list. Those corrected lists, like which town they belong to. But that doesn't explain the other 2 that I know for sure weren't the ones sacrificed for their town. Their names weren't pulled. Unless... And she looks at the Zentarum board. She goes, well, the speaker is the one that draws the name. And for Targos, at least, if he's Zentarum, I wouldn't put it past him someone bribing him to take their name off the list. Oh, son of a bitch. I looked at the list to see who was drawn. I didn't look at the lists to see who was on the list to begin with. Oh, god damn it. I'm going to have to go back to these towns and cross-reference all of the lists to see who was in town on the day of. And if I can compare if their names aren't on the town roster, even though they were cited in town. Oh my god. Sweetie, thank you. You are my rubber ducky. You have just helped me talk through this program, this process. I'm so thankful. I think
All right.
I think that might be it. I think someone's hunting the lottery dodgers. If they skip town or if they're possibly bribing their way out of being on the list.
Do you have any idea who might be a possible target?
Possible
Here in town?
target? Well, it would be the 3 towns that do the lottery, and the next lottery is not for the 15th, and someone just died here, which I already researched here, and Bryn Shander does the speaker doesn't pull the name for Bryn Shander, it's the sheriff. And well, I checked the list, and the one sacrificed for this town was sacrificed.
I'm
But
saying,
again, if they weren't on the list, if the deceased wasn't on the list, even though they weren't in town, we're gonna have to look into that. Sweetie, are you going to the city hall by any chance?
yeah. I mean,
Could you do me a favor?
what's up?
Could you look at the roster for last month's sacrifice? And can you look for it? Let me pull the name. Nope, that's not the right thing.
Pull out my notebook here.
Yep, that's a good idea. Yeah, I want to see who was the last person dead. Okay, cool. It doesn't say, so it doesn't give me a name. So can you look on the list to see if the last victim killed here in Bryn Shander, if his name was on last month's register for sacrifice. Hiln Mageheart?
Film Mage Arc?
Heart, but yes. Either one works. We can go with
Okay.
Arc. If that's what you wrote.
I fixed it.
Cool. Can you look to see if his name was on last month's sacrificial list? Because if it wasn't, he was cited in town. And he was cited here on the 14th and the 15th.
Okay.
And if he
And
wasn't
why-
on that list, it means he had to have bribed his way off of it.
But why him specifically? What's your
Well, he was the latest victim. He's the one that died just...
the latest one to be murdered. Okay.
Yes, not the latest sacrifice. He was the latest murder victim. And if his name is missing from the sacrifice list, then we could correlate and tie it that he was killed because he wasn't on the list. If that's
All right.
correct. Cool. Now, next question.
About the murderer themselves, do they have like a time that they strike, or
Well, I would say at night, but it's always night. She kind of chuckles at the gravity of the situation. Because if it weren't night, she'd be married.
yeah, that'd be true.
No, they see, the last three, I have direct evidence of. One was taken in their sleep. One was taken, while drinking at a tavern. They stepped outside of the tavern in the town they died in. I do not recall which town it was. They stepped out of the tavern, went into the alley to take a leak, and their drinking buddies came out looking for them about 30 minutes later and found them dead. And then the third one was killed on their way to, I think they're home from work. Yeah, they were on their way home from work and they were killed in transit. Which,
Always
the street-
alone, but
always
Oh.
alone.
place doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think your tie is that they were always alone. So the killer wants to catch his prey unaware, most likely.
Quick stab and run, seems like.
Well, not quite.
What, did they have like 32 stab wounds or something?
No. Would you say stabbing someone in the chest with a dagger made of ice through the breastplate into the heart is quick? Yes, it's a quick death if it penetrates.
That's a lot of force.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't sound like a cloak and dagger kind of thing. That sounds like a mage.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going. That's someone with some serious arcane, or I'd say possibly divine, but evil gods
well,
are a
we've
thing.
been dealing with it. Could be druidic.
The druids are bad. What? Oh wait, yeah, no, I know about that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Her brain, like, my brain just went, oh no, wait, no, she has a conspiracy board about druids. Well, wait. I feel stupid. Points at the druid board. Who did those druids work for?
Oris?
Oris?
Not Oris.
My brother?
I always forget the freaking Ice Maiden's name.
The Frostmaiden? You could just say that.
Frostmaiden?
Yeah. And what's the serial killer killing?
Lottery dodgers of the sacrifices to the Frostmaiden.
And that's a god, right? This is a divine
Yes.
caster, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh god, we are so fucked. God, my training did not prepare me for this. And you just see her, like, pull a drawer out of the desk that she's working on with you. And there's just a leather bundle, like a leather wrap with just a dozen knives, each of a different, like, intricate nature. And she's just like, nope, not in here. Closes it, pulls out another drawer, and there's just vials all neatly labeled. She goes, ha! Poison. That should do. This coat of blade with it can negate someone's magic. For a brief minute, if they are unlucky.
That's pretty potent.
Yeah, you do not want to know what we traded for this.
Well, no, I don't.
You don't want to know?
I don't want to know.
It's good. I'll tell you. Tell you out of character.
I know you would. But I'm not sure how we're gonna hunt down this serial killer. This town is pretty big,
And then do you look at her notice board?
yeah.
Give me an investigation check. With advantage, because she'll help you.
Okay. Advantage.
That particular poison
Investigation.
cost your dowry. Brandy, that's beautiful.
It probably did.
It cost more. 14. You see she's like bundled up some shit and she's looking at like possible motivations and she goes, you notice that she has 3 different like suggested possible
targets?
Not targets, but like 3 categories of who done it.
Okay.
One of them is bounty hunter.
Like a bounty hunter or just a bounty hunter named bounty hunter?
A bounty hunter in general. A male courier, or a traveling merchant. And she goes, well, yeah, sorry, that was a weird. I was spitballing some ideas. Who else goes around the towns in this weather? Most people stay in their town and are just there, and they just kind of live in that closed ecosystem of their town. nobody really travels amongst towns. I guess I could add adventurer up there now, but because now we have adventurers in town. Thanks, sweetie. Just starts scribbling a note.
Oh, it's always adventurers, but
the three categories of people that travel around the towns are mail couriers, but I, for the most part, trust my people.
what about people like me that aren't adventurers, religious?
No, most of the religious circles have been staying at home, not leaving towns because their towns aren't leaving. So why would you migrate? Why would you pilgrimage? And
All right. Oh.
most of the bounty hunters I trust with some disdain, but Grandma puts them in good respect. Since she runs them.
And you run the mail
Now,
service here.
yeah. We have
So
mutual respect and understanding between our two organizations.
I'm guessing you've already pulled strings to try to look into that.
Yeah, she's been putting in some clues. Which is actually how I found out about your friend Sickle working with you.
Oh yeah, she's I think she's a bounty hunter with.
Yeah,
We
Grandma
went-
speaks highly of her.
She visited with Grandma back in Lonelywood, I think it was.
Wait, that's where she is? I'm
Where
sorry, what?
Where she was, I don't know if she's still there.
Oh, she moves around. Okay, I can believe that.
But that was what, a couple days ago? Yeah, it wasn't that long that we were in Lonelywood.
Wow. But yeah, no, her organization is at the moment secure, and she is researching two of her more suspicious hunters, but so far so good.
All we
That
have
leaves
left
me
is-
with traveling merchants.
Well, the
Hayden.
wait, I wasn't in the blacksmith, was I?
Hayden.
What?
Give me a history check. And
History
y'all are a member of this community, so you would know about this. Yep.
Oop.
Nope. I was saying you roll with advantage, and you beat the DC.
Okay.
There's primarily one traveling merchant. That's really gotten the hold on the market because since the Rime took place, they use sled teams, but they take their entire wagons on sled teams. And they're pulled by hardy, bigger beasts. They use woolly rhinos. They've used polar bears. They've got a mammoth. They've got dire wolves. They got the big beasts that are dragging their wear-laden carts through the snow on sleds because they retrofitted their wagons with runners. And the name of this group is, let me scroll back up. Torg's Merchant Company, run by Torga Icefane, a dwarf woman, a In particular, Ice Dwarf. She is of the northern dwarf kind that your family knows of because you lived with some of them in the Salmon tribe. They're the ones that carve most of the caverns out of ice for your dwellings if you're on a big enough hunk of ice in the sea.
Okay. I'm gonna have you jump to the next person.
Okay.
And but I want to have like in the meantime, I'm gonna start talking to her about some more like personal things like Zamjar.
Okay.
It's fancy with Danica and the my demotion at the guild.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And the push to come here, join the guild here.
Okay. And that would push us to that conversation all took place in the time Swift wrote their letter, talked with Lagertha, sent their letter, continued having that conversation, and then was like, do we wait? Do we chill? But now we're going to go back in time a little to when two members stealthed out of the building. We are going to start with the first, which is our stealthy boy. Not so stealthy.
Yeah, well, it's not my strong suit.
No, your strong suit is punching people in the face.
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, so, just trying to act casual, walking quickly down the path, or down
Where
through the
are
streets.
you heading?
Oh, a little temple.
You mean the
where I
biggest
can
temple in
gather my
town?
thoughts. Well, biggest temple above ground.
Fair. The biggest temple above ground.
Rival the underground as well, but
Okay.
that's another story. But yeah, take a twist, a turn, and make it hard for any pursuers. Just in case, always looking over the shoulder.
Okay. I gotta actually pull up this town's information so that I can give you the real information of the Temple of the Morning Lord. Because all of the other areas did not exist in this this thing. I made them all myself. House of the Morning Lord. Shrine of Amantar. God of the Sun. Okay. So, after a few minutes of you progressing, Sickle following, because you're not being stealthy now, correct?
Not as stealthy, no.
Okay,
More so evasive.
Are you inherently trying to lose a tail even though you don't know you have a tail?
It's more so, if someone was to try and follow me, like, after the fact, that I would make it hard for them to keep up, but if someone's been tailing me since the beginning, they probably have an advantage to keeping up with me.
Okay.
Just making it so that my path isn't obvious.
Got you. So, a winding, twisting path around town takes you a few more minutes than it should, but you appear at the House of the Morning Lord. It's located near Bryn Shanner's Northeast Market Square, which is weird, but it's a different market. That well that's on the map would be the market square that it's talking about. This modest converted house serves as a gathering place for worshippers of Amantar. This is not a modest house. This is more like a manor or mansion. This is the equivalency of a McMansion from the 2007 period. Just before the bubble. Yep. I'll just leave the rest of the party token over on the post office, since that's where the rest of them are. The god of this is a god of the sun, known to take both male and female forms. Do you know that it should be open? Do you just head right in?
I walk up to the door, take one last glance over my shoulder, then enter, closing the door behind me.
The door is two 12-foot tall mahogany, thick, iron-banded wooden doors, and on the band...
Do I have to make a check?
No, hold on. On it is on one side of the door is a massive knocker where it's a giant sunburst with a the ring that knocks against the metal plate. That is inscribed, like filigree, inscribed and fancy. You are more than capable of just pushing open the door with your good hand and leading yourself in.
Just go right on in.
You know this because this is like the only big temple of this, oddly enough, in 10 Towns. You know the preacher, the priestess. Let me actually make sure I've got the right person. Is this a male or a female?
Yes.
What would I roll to throw something in between the doors to make sure it doesn't
Sleight of
close
hand.
all the way, like ajar?
Sleight of hand.
Okay.
Because that's some bullshit.
Would that be against my perception as I'm trying to make sure it closes?
I'd say yeah. Because you are trying to close it actively. Go for it. Remember, you guys have oh my god, have inspirations and whatnot.
Do I?
There should be some on your
I
character
have
sheet.
none.
Oh, hey, note to everybody, and please notify players that aren't on the call at the moment, or at least not present. Y'all did get at least one inspiration from last session. Y'all were doing great. Let me check my notes. Yeah, everybody got 2 inspiration from last session. My apologies. I thought I added those to your character sheets earlier.
Yay.
Right.
This is a female priestess by the name of Michonne.
Oh fuck! I'll let it happen. Trying to like throw a copper in there so it looks like maybe it just rolled there. Woo! Where did it come from? What free money?
Did I see it roll into place or?
Hey, give me a stealth check, Sickle.
All right.
And are you in any form of light?
No.
Then roll with advantage because you're invisible. Perception check again, Zodag. You will not be able to see her, but you could theoretically been able to hear where it came from, but not with that roll.
Nope.
It's up to
And
you.
I'm just gonna let it happen.
Do you move the money out and close the door?
I pick up the copper, look around suspiciously, and then slowly close the door so the last thing you see is my eyes staring out, and then
Okay, door's closed. Uh,
And then I take that copper and I put it by the door, right in front of the door. So if it moves, it pushes it out of the way.
so you like this bitch will if someone. Oh, so you close it where it's like above the lock. So if the lock opens, it drops and makes that ting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
this. I've seen this place.
It's the equivalent to the piece of hair across the file cabinet.
Yeah, I know this trick. I've done it. The place is immaculate. It was a mansion of fine repute. It has been well maintained. This manor was given over to the temple to become a temple to the priest 100 years ago, when Bryn Shander was dealing with a really big demonic problem. A preacher, a cleric of Amantar, helped deal with that problem, and one of the local lords. This was just a noble, like a merchant noble, that went, "I'm moving. Have my house. Build a temple. That should get me in good with the god, right? Cool. I'm gonna go summer elsewhere." And then just never came back. But the place is decked out with all of the accoutrement of the religious order. And you're in the grand foyer hallway that has like the double-sided staircase that goes up to a balcony that leads to like some where the clergy would stay in the bedrooms upstairs, and then into the attic, and then the dining hall and kitchen are used for the local, like for the members of the temple, and then potentially as a feeding the homeless outreach. But then the grand hall, that was like the dance hall, was turned into the actual temple. Do you make your way in there?
Yeah, I make my way into the actual temple. And while I'm doing so, like after I've closed the door, set up everything, turn around, take a deep breath, start walking towards the temple, reach into my coat and pull my necklace out so it's hanging.
Your necklace of Amantar, the actual symbol.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
While doing this, you bump into someone.
No, my apologies. I'm terribly sorry.
A small person wearing a fluffy suit. Like, do you remember when we were kids, and actually you can still see these on kids nowadays, but like those poofed out like winter clothes that kind of make you look like the Michelin Tire Man, where it's like the rings of just poofiness. Yeah. You see
and your arms are perpetually stuck out to the sides, like
you're
in Christmas Story.
Yeah, you're just T-posing to assert dominance.
Mm-hmm.
You bump into a person wearing a fluffy little, a little like 2.5 foot tall person wearing one of these, but it's fur covered. But they're like trying to clean stuff, and they just kind of like bump into you, and you recognize them. This is Copper Knobberknocker, a rock gnome tinkerer who rents the attic from the church as a and is an assistant and helper for the temple. And he just goes,
"Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, whoever that is above me. I'm just, let me dust under here. Yeah, lift up your foot. I'm gonna scrub under."
Sure thing, Copper. I'm sorry.
No, wait, you know what?
They like kind of flip back, look up, be like, "Oh, hey,
Zodag, how you doing, Zodag? Scrub.
Doing well. I help flip him back up.
Thank you. That's much appreciated. I don't like. Oh God, it's so cold here.
This
Oh,
temple
hopefully
is
it'll suit.
this temple is warmer than outside, but you know him to be a southerner.
Don't worry, it should be warming up here shortly.
Oh yeah, by Lathander's light, it should warm up. Oh God. Oh, it's so. My blood is chilled.
Soon, I'm sure Amenthor will shine his light on this city.
Yeah, you mean Lathander. Got it.
To each their own.
The what? Oh, you're
Yeah,
one of
I just-
Michonne's followers. Got it.
I just keep walking.
Okay,
Good
You're looking
talking with
good.
ya.
you're looking good, kid.
You're
Well,
looking good too. for
Thank
your
you.
age.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. That's a.
Love you like the grandfather I never had.
Why, thank you. I love you like the godforsaken grandson I have.
Which one?
Yeah, you know which one.
Fair. I continued.
As you progress into the temple, Sickle, what are you doing?
All right. Waiting to see if anyone is gonna come and open the door for me.
Did
And
you
if that
knock?
doesn't happen in the next few minutes, I'm gonna tail around the building to see if there's a window.
The doors are open. Like
Oh,
the doors
it's
are
open.
no, the door's shut, but it's not locked.
Yeah, but I saw him.
Okay. So you're going to tail around to catch windows. Okay.
Yeah. At least do a quick walk in the shadows, just around.
From outside the light of the windows, you're just peeking through, trying to look through the bright interior windows. We'll say that you can keep eyes on him for. You catch him as he enters the temple sanctuary, as you're watching from these massive windows. Just in the darkness on the edge, you're just watching him.
Ah, screw it. This isn't gonna get me any information.
Okay. What does that mean?
Sickle is going to go back to the door.
Okay.
And disguise self as a red tiefling.
Red tiefling in particular?
No, because apparently there's a lot of tieflings around here, so that's the
Generic
one
red
to blend in
tiefling.
with.
So
Yep.
you just become a generic red tiefling, probably one you've seen in all of your travels.
Yeah.
Same outfit or different outfit?
Oh, different outfit.
Okay. Good to know. And then you're gonna enter?
Yeah. Carefully though. Probably gonna hear something. The coin hit the
Ting.
ground and just go, ah, dang it. Whatever.
Zodag, roll perception.
With or without advantage?
I'm just gonna say roll perception. Because, okay. You hear a slight ting as you, in the distance, as you've already walked from the entry hall through some of the side rooms, like the drawing room and the waiting, which has become a waiting area for the temple, and that's where you ran into Copper, and then you went into the hall and the dance hall temple, and you're heading towards the actual shrine and altar to speak with Michonne. You just hear a coin hit the floor, the nice hard stone floor.
my pace perhaps imperceptibly stutters, just slightly, but continue walking,
Okay.
making note that someone else has walked in.
Okay. Sickle. As you're walking into this grand hall, you did clock that he went right. And as you're like, are you gonna go right?
Eventually. She's first going to, like, oh, money that isn't mine on the floor in a building. Perhaps I should put it in a tithing bin. And, like, does that first to, like,
In case
Yeah.
anyone's watching or something.
yep, like, plop that in a box somewhere. And then follow
The
to the
tithe
right.
box is not in this room because they don't want people to steal it.
Ah, that's smart. Well, perhaps it is to the right.
Okay. As you turn right, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Imperceptibly, you just lift your legs and kind of like do an alley-oop jump over a small furry man as he backed his way into your legs, and you kind of just hop, skip, and a jump over him without even like thinking. You just evaded him, and he is like,
Did I hit something? What?
Oh, you never walked over a toddler? It's really easy.
I have never walked over anyone.
as he kind of like cranes his neck, doesn't flip, but cranes his neck to like look up at you, be like,
Morning Lord's light, blessings upon you. You here for the temple?
Yes. But mostly, I wanted to get out of the cold. And I found this coin on the ground. It's obviously not mine, but it must have belonged to someone in here, so I figured I'd find the tithing box.
Oh,
I'm gonna stay honest, you know.
and he goes, yeah, I can put it in the tithing box.
Oh, thank you.
you just hand
There
him
you
this
are.
copper, and he just pockets it.
I'll put it in the tithing box for you.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go further in if that's
Yeah,
that's okay.
are you new to town?
Oh, yes.
Go through this waiting room, and then temple is the next door on your left, or right, sorry. Go through the hall, and then you'll be entering in through the double doors to the temple.
Right. I might come back to ask you.
We
for those
might have
directions
just lost
again, but I'll
stream.
do my
Fair
best.
warning. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, we did.
Yep. Suddenly, I'm still recording, and I just hit stream again, so we'll be live in about 10 seconds. I just kind of like looked over, and it was like, 0. And I'm like, what? And then it showed me 2 million.
He did it! 2 million! Yay!
It said I had 2 million kilobytes per second.
Oh dear.
Oh,
And I'm like, that's not physically possible with this
I think
computer.
we're back on.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
We're back up.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
I was gonna bring something up, but I'm not going to anymore. I'm just gonna mute
Well,
again.
we never stop recording when we lose stream.
Oh.
Yeah, just warning
Good thing
you.
you didn't bring up those plans then.
Yeah.
where's where?
What?
He'll probably pop back.
He popped out a while ago, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking about in the Discord
Katy
call?
baby McDady.
Is he in?
Oh,
Ah!
Moved him.
there we
Aha!
go.
I can move him. I'm
The
this.
prodigal son.
I moved him back into the call.
Oh, inactivity. Gosh darn it. That's where he went.
Yeah,
Okay.
which sucks because
Whoops.
now I have to fix his chatty bubble.
Oopsies. Oops.
There it goes.
So
That should
into
work.
the waiting room.
I was gonna ask you a question while you were fixing that.
What's your question?
How busy is the post office? Like busy?
The
Is there
post
a lot of
office
people?
actually is relatively busy. Like,
Oh,
couple dozen people are like coming in and out, and like, you guys are in the building, not necessarily in line anymore. Like,
yeah.
you have not been told you have to leave.
Well, no,
The crew there
that wasn't the.
just let you go upstairs, which is not something they should do.
It was more of a question of, is there more strangers in this building or on the street, sort of thing.
There's a lot. Like, this is one of the few buildings that is still getting traffic. Most people
Mhm.
trying to like only go to their job, their home, maybe the tavern.
All right.
People are still
Continue with
trying to
the
send
scene.
mail. So you are going to progress into the temple, and it's this moment. You'll be walking into the temple as Zodeg gets to Michonne. Zodeg, what is up?
I just walk up to the altar and kneel in front of it, and in the typical prayer stance, and just sit there for a long moment.
Michonne, who is like praying over a couple other peasant folk, sees you, notes it, and then after they're done praying over the other ones, slowly walks up and goes, "Well, if it isn't, oh God damn you in this name, Zodeg Varoth Eifen Solvis Dotter. What brings you back into my humble abode?"
I am troubled.
What troubles you, my son?
A great many things. However, it seems seems I've picked up a quest that I may not be suited for.
What do you mean you're not suited for? And what quest have you picked up? I thought you were... Wait, hold on. Didn't I hire you to finish a scrimshandered carving of a religious artifact for me?
This.
Which
I
one are
think
you
I have
showing?
it with,
The skull?
I believe that was the one, right? Or is
Yep.
it the gem?
No, this was the skull. The gem was for another
Okay.
person.
Okay, so then I show the skull. Zodag would know.
Yeah.
He would know.
She goes, "Okay. Are you not skilled enough to complete this quest?"
No. This
Oh.
is done. You can have this.
Wait, is it done?
No. Yes.
Give me one last scrimshander check.
All right. What button is that? I forgot.
Jeweler. It's under your jeweler's, in the side underneath your stats. Proficiencies.
There you go.
Got it. Cool. I should actually. Yep. Oh my God! You got a nat 20. Yeah.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, it's done. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's perfect. And she goes, "Oh wow, this is really good. Thank you. I really appreciate you doing this work so quickly for us."
I do what I can.
Are you heading back to? What were you here to drop this off for me?
I had to drop this off, and I will be probably out of town for a while.
Um. Okay. Wait. You're
But,
You're
as-
not headed back to Tourmaline, or you are headed and then you're leaving town?
I do not know where I will be and for
Okay.
how long. As this quest that I have picked up, you know my soon-to-be brother-in-law. He
Oh,
knows-
the Yandala worshiper.
Yes. Yes. Well, he's taken it upon himself to end the curse.
Well, that's a very large and respectable, enduring task that he'll
Yes.
most likely fail for not because he's not worshiping the god of the sun to bring
Which
about
is
that.
Which is why I offered my services and to be his
Right hand.
right-hand man.
It's your left hand that's
through all
missing,
of
right?
this. Yes.
Okay, I thought we were gonna be really ironic there. Okay.
But I may be in over my head.
Yeah, I think anyone trying to take on this would be in over their head. Even the champions of the Guild of Champions, or the ones that rescued the Dale 100 years ago. I don't actually remember their real name, but I'm gonna go with that. Or Laurel Silverhand, I think, would even have trouble with this. Like, that is a huge task to be undertaking. Why? How do you intend to break this curse? You can see her flying over the dale every night.
We have not figured that out yet.
Well, you are a good friend and loyal member of the church. If there's anything you need, let me know. I might be able to help.
I appreciate that. Right now, I think what I really need is some prayer.
All right.
It's been a rough few days.
I believe it. That's a rough journey to forsake. And Sickle, are you getting close? Like, how close are you getting to this?
Only close enough to hear lightly, not enough to be noticed.
Okay, so you're like a few pews back, just like respectfully praying, or pretending to.
Yep. Mostly heightening my ears.
And you, so like she will sit and pray with you. How long do you pray?
One moment, please.
God, I can't spell.
64 hours.
No, an hour.
An hour?
An hour.
Okay, for what?
For guidance, for the strength to protect those I love and those of the entire Dale, for
Okay.
the knowledge of what to do.
Okay. As she prays over you, and give me a Arcana or Religion check.
Well, we all know my favorite thing to do.
Why did we just get a D100?
That was me. That was me deciding how long.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it just popped up for me, and I was like,
Well, considering my Arcana is shite, and I do love me some religion.
Okay.
15.
That's enough. That's enough to recognize what she does. She casts Ceremony on you. She casts Ceremony via the dedication. So for the next 24 hours, whenever you make a saving throw, add a d4. Get your limited edition and ceremonial Zodag.
At the end of that, I will thank her profusely and take a deep breath and head out. And head back to the post office.
Okay, and she goes, well, Zodag, if you ever happen to be in town and need to speak with me, I'm always here. And I believe you'll do what is right, and you'll be able to bring Almantar's light back to us.
Thank you, my priestess. May Almantar's light ever shine upon you.
And shine upon you.
And that's when I exit.
As you exit, you do notice a few other peasantry have come in, including a nondescript red tiefling. You just clock them out of the corner of your eye. But you also clock a dragonborn, a couple dwarves, another halfling, which is weird. But people worship all types.
Greets all, so.
Yes. So you're gonna start heading back to the post office. Sickle, what are you doing? Because as he leaves, the priestess starts moving on to the other groups, and you're not too far away. They might come and try to talk to you as well.
Well, I gotta get out of there before my hour is up, because Disguise Self doesn't last that long.
Oh, Disguise Self actually, yeah.
So, like, 10 minutes till just walks out herself.
As you...
Not too far after Zodag, I guess.
You duck out, maybe a minute behind Zodag, as your timer runs out. I honestly forgot you were Disguise Self until I made the connection, and yeah, you got lucky that the DM doesn't pay attention to time frames. Are you being stealthy?
Oh, always.
Okay. Just roll your stealth. Zodag, are you being dodgy and like trying to avoid
for the first couple blocks until I'm out of range of the church?
Okay. You know what? This might be a good moment to Alright, she's gonna make sure it drops in like a shadow where no one's looking, and then she's gonna actually pursue Zodag.
Okay. Intentionally trying to catch up?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say with your tracking abilities, and I'll do a contested stealth versus survival, but that's only for the first few blocks.
I don't make it easy. Oh,
I don't make
God.
it easy.
That was so perfect. As you start acting normal, like not doing such weird zigzagging pathways, backtracking on yourself, you get back out into like the public squares area where it's more common for people to be walking around. Sickle appears.
Hey.
Hi.
So,
Did you know where I was?
well, I actually lost you for like an hour, so I had no idea. But
Deception check. I'm gonna call that out.
Yeah, I was already moving to insight.
Woo. DM inspiration?
Yeah, roll for it.
Decent. The turntables.
Yeah, you know,
Uh-huh.
they totally they didn't lose you for an hour. Whether
Yeah.
or not they lost you, you're not quite sure. You might have lost them for a minute.
So now you know Orcus isn't my true god.
What?
Wait. Highest portent, sickle. You got a D20. Or you got a nat 20.
Oh, so I don't have to. I can't say that. Dang it.
Oh god. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Brandy coming in with that clutch. I'm gonna give it to Brandy because that was such a chat is a little bit delayed. Yeah, the deception check works perfectly.
All right.
Please amend your statement. My apologies.
Okay. Well, glad I am good at losing people, I guess.
Yeah, like surprisingly well. You're kind of a big guy.
Wow.
But that I'm getting off track. Actually, I got something I gotta get off my chest to you. I'm kind of
Okay.
glad we're at least not around the other party members.
Is it about that mummy guy? Is he bothering you still?
As you flex your non-existent fingers.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Point at her with my non-existent hand.
it's in another subtle mental way now.
Because you lost that hand to the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
So
Insult
Dad, he
to
dead.
injury. Well, yeah, he's a mummy. He's...
No, I mean, like, it happened again. He was doing that extra life thing, and then something done did kill him.
So they just, like, blinks.
He is ashes somewhere. Well, not somewhere, like in the woods.
Okay, that's a good joke. Very nice. You almost had me there. Oh, you're serious. What the hell happened?
Oh, boy. I gotta tell you a lot of things about things even I don't know about. But hopefully, maybe they'll mean something to you. How much do you know about Swift?
I love the the player just turning and looking at the camera immediately upon hearing their name.
I remember how much my character actually does know. Isn't a whole lot. I know they're a tiefling, that they are messing with things they shouldn't be, and they like to hold a lot of secrets, but Well, honestly, they're a bit dodgy for me. We obviously don't get along, so it's a little hard to weasel stuff out when they hate your guts.
Yeah, I got some problems traveling with people I don't know that much about either. But I did some snooping.
Mhm.
I think they might be messing with our ecosystem.
In what way?
Flaming wolves not native to this land kind of way. I don't know if they actually know it's like harming anyone. They don't seem the kind of person to consider everything when they do stuff.
Definitely not. Not a whole lot of forethought, I don't think. Whatever it is, it's an ancient thing.
I don't know. But yeah, no.
I'll have to see what I can dredge up.
So the little puppy I
Oh,
took under my
religion.
wing for a bit there wasn't actually a puppy. It was like this fire elemental thing, and its mama popped up. It didn't clock me as a non-threat. Quite the opposite. Uh, things went bad. He did this explosion sacrificial thing, which still doesn't sit well with me. But yeah, he's Ash. There's two wolves now. And I don't know. I think I might have to have a talk with them or something. But yeah, I couldn't just tell you the mummy's dead without telling you the rest of this stuff, because you seem like a guy who asks questions.
Just a little bit.
So, Zodag,
Mm-hmm.
two things. One, that sounds kind of like a hellhound,
Uh-huh.
except hellhounds don't explode. And I believe, Sigil, you prefaced it as an elemental, correct?
Yeah, because she tried to do that talk to animals thing and it failed. I think we had rules about it during the fight.
Yeah. And you heard them speaking primordial.
Yep.
So you reiterated that, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say with that religion check, that immediately knocks hellhounds right back out. And then you literally think about what you just finished in your downtime while traveling. You were carving something. You never asked me what you were carving.
It was a skull.
Of religious purposes for Amantar.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a moose skull, right? With the antlers. If I remember.
Yes.
As
that
you
sounds about right.
as you were carving up the antlers, you were carving stories. Like pictographic stories in this
Of
skull.
things that I've heard and whatnot. Yeah.
Well, of religious significance for, like, some of them were scripted, like, please do art of this type of thing.
Right.
One of which was a picture that you put on the back of the skull, because that was a wide space. It was of Amantar and of a giant flaming wolf at his right hand.
No.
Yeah, all I know is I tried to touch one of the things that they did. Like, they have a ritual, and a fireball was cast on me. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with those things anymore. But it definitely seems dangerous to, like, someone who doesn't know what those are.
Yeah, they would be.
And that is the moment that I just realized Swift's player wasn't at the screen, so I don't know if they heard that.
Nope, that's a no.
Oh my.
Just got back.
Yeah, the movement is what caught me.
I need to hear things.
So yeah.
Zodag is a little, he's becoming a little antsy now.
And I'm going to say you guys make it back to the post office as Eidos finally comes downstairs with his fiancée, Darda, in the post office to the rest of the party. Which Dr. Smol has been chilling with the other members of the party, just kind of waiting.
Yeah.
Swift would have went outside at some point.
Yeah.
Just kind of like outside the building or like...
Yeah. Just because
Yeah.
it's really busy inside, just trying to get a little more.
Well,
And
the only perk about being inside is it's warm, but only one of you cares about the warmth.
it's okay. It'll be solved in a sec.
Yeah, don't.
The next building's caught on fire.
Not where I was going, but yeah.
It's fine.
It's a 50-50.
That's fair. That's fair.
60-40.
No, like as they step outside and like kind of like go to the side of the building, like Lagartha turns to Swift and says, "I know that this isn't something that we can fix right now, but that doesn't mean we have to stop trying. In the meantime, though, do you want a hug?" I just
They
kind of,
move into the hug.
yeah. Yeah. She wraps her arms around the tiefling and just kind of like, gives him a comforting and firm bear hug.
Swift kind of buries their face so you can't see them, and their shoulders shake a little bit, and you feel a tail wrap around one of your ankles.
Fairly warned, they intend to trip you. No, I'm sorry. That's my own personal, like, if I felt something go around my ankle. Nope. I'm immediately feeling like I'm going to fall on the ground.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to put it other places. No
fair.
offense.
None taken. Lagartha doesn't want it other places.
Yeah, it's not that kind of relation. It's not that kind of hug. Otherwise, yeah, it would be other places, but it's not that kind of hug. It's not that kind of moment. I don't know how long they stay like that. Probably not an hour.
Well, I'm going to say, because I did
Mhm.
remember it was an hour that
Yeah.
he was praying. Eidos will come back down and will... Eidos, your friends are gone from the post office.
We ran away.
However, two of them are. Dr. Smol is totally in the building.
Oh my god.
Does he have a...
Hey, Smol. Do you know where the others went?
Literally
He
outside.
always knows where Swift is.
Literally outside that wall.
Ah,
I just didn't want to leave
Thanks.
the warmth.
understandable.
Do we know where the others went? Because 1 minute Zodag was here and so was Sickle, and then next minute they were both gone. Because I have a passive perception of 9.
That's a good
I like
question.
the idea of him saying, I have a passive perception of 9.
He's your little
Thank you,
fourth
love.
wall. He's fine.
Love him.
Yeah, do we know where they would go? Also, is there an inn or something? Are we sleeping here, or are we hightailing it out of town again? I don't know what's going on.
No, we'll find it in here.
The North Look is the inn, and you passed it on your way into the town via the north gate.
Sounds like a good place.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just tired. Like, what are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna step outside and look at, what party we have. And I guess we'll wait for the others to come back. You want to go make reservations for us? At the inn?
Yeah, sure. You got coin? Please?
I should.
I'm very broke.
I will give him... You think 3 gold should be enough for...
Yeah, let's go 5, just in case.
5? Okay. I'll give you 5 gold.
Cool. Yeah, did you know I bought never mind. I'll talk about it later.
All right.
Okay.
I will...
He's gonna go off towards the North Look.
Split
By the
the
way,
party.
Where is George? Is he still hanging out on
He's on
Liger's
your
head?
head.
He's on your
Yeah,
head
probably.
still.
I keep forgetting about. I, the player, keep forgetting about him.
He's been here the whole time.
He
Oh
is-
boy.
Oh, shit.
and then I head out the door to find, I guess, Lagartha and Split.
Literally just outside the building, like maybe 15 feet away from the door, you just see your friends standing huddled against a wall out of the wind, but just chilling away from the massive amount of people that are coming and going.
And hugging.
Because we'll figure you spent like 20, 30, at max 45 minutes up there. But start role-playing with your friends. Give me a moment.
Hey, you guys good?
Hey, Eidos.
Swift is still like against Lagartha.
Yeah.
Even though it's been like 10 minutes.
So, talk to Darda.
Mm-hmm.
Got some, I'll kind of discuss the information, but, we're gonna have to go to the town hall here.
Okay.
Do you know where, Zodag and Sickle went?
Zoldag went off somewhere, and I think Sickle went off somewhere in a slightly different direction. Not entirely sure where, though. I didn't really watch them go out the door.
Great. Just great.
Well, I mean, they're around here somewhere. It's not like they're just gonna, like... Well, actually, I don't really know that much about Zoldag. Sickle wanders away and then wanders back all the time, so...
Oh, yeah, but if we move from here, they're not gonna know where we are, and it'll be harder to meet up.
I mean, we could wait, or we could, leave a note at the post office for them.
It's true.
Like, if we're heading towards... Where did you say you wanted to head towards again?
The town hall. I sent,
I don't think a note is a good idea.
I sent Smol to go get room reservations for us at the inn.
I don't think that we should leave a note just anywhere for orphans to find because someone else could read it at any moment. I don't think that is the greatest idea.
I think
Well,
we
I-
could wait like what, a half an hour?
It's already been about
Sure.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
if you guys
Wait for, like-
start heading towards the town hall for the sake of the splitting the party, by the time you get over there and after this conversation, they should theoretically be meeting you. They could theoretically see you in the town center as you're going to the town hall.
All right.
As a
all right.
DM, I will wave my freaking magic hands.
Agreement.
I'm getting a vision from Yandala. We'll meet him in the town square. It's fine.
well, it's weird.
Yeah,
Does that
very
happen a
weird.
lot?
No, not at all.
Okay, all right.
Your tone makes me think that it does in fact
Happen a lot more than you.
often.
Okay, maybe a little bit, but not usually that direct.
Is this a normal thing for clerics?
I imagine anyone, if they have enough faith, would encounter this in time to time.
I mean, I don't know that much about deities, so I wouldn't know.
I thought you were a magic person of the I don't know how magic works. Never mind.
Wait,
Me?
wait. Oh wait, no, Small's not here. Never mind.
No,
Small's
George is
not here.
so-
We need
George is-
small. Where's small? We need small. We
Small is getting us rooms at the.
Shit. Believe we don't have small with us. This is a waste of time already.
Oh, don't be mean.
But you gave Small money and you totally just sent him off to go do something. Odds are he's gonna come back with a sack of what is apparently magic beans.
And be like, don't worry,
Possibly.
we can build a house with these bees.
He did say he was tired, so as far as I know, he's gonna get the rooms and then just pass out for the rest of the day.
Then how are we supposed to know what wounds that we have?
That's a good question. Probably should have.
Because if Small has passed out in the room, how is he supposed to tell us that it is the room that he got for us? Unless we're
I'm-
going to go into everyone's room.
Yeah, you
We
You
find
just
Small
try
with-
every door, and if it's
I mean-
unlocked and there's a kobold sleeping, it's a
I'm
room.
pretty sure if we go up to the innkeeper and go, there was a small lizard man that made us reservations. Can we have the keys? He's gonna know who we're talking about.
Yes, but not sure.
Okay.
I'm also okay with the idea of just opening everyone's doors to the room that they're sleeping.
As you guys are you've progressed into the town hall, or not the town hall, but like the city square. As as Swift, Sickle. God damn it! I said everybody's name but the right character. Sickle and Zodag can lock eyes with you from across the town square as it's getting towards late afternoon. You guys have been doing stuff all day. You can spot each other as most of the crowd, most of everybody is not out and about in the cold weather. There's only a few people like going from like key specific places, keeping their heads down, trying to bundle. Your party's kind of flamboyantly like, yeah, whatever, we're fine.
Like a sore thumb. Alright, let's meet him.
As you progress back to the party, you do clock that Small is not there.
Ah. Weird.
And conjoined.
Was that a fucking kids from down the lane or children from down the lane noise?
Schlorp.
Ooh.
Become one.
Yes.
to
Hey, guys.
become one.
Hey guys. Did you
Oh.
do all that you were doing?
Yeah, I say we dotted some I's, crossed some T's.
That sounds good. I think Small is getting a room for all of us at the inn in the north, and we were going
Loki's
to.
getting more than one room.
I have no idea.
He will be
Well, I guess
precisely getting 3 rooms.
Okay.
it's 3 rooms divided by how many people are we? 6
6.
people.
Obviously, it's going to be the relatives
7,
together,
actually.
the 2 friends together, and Swift and Small.
I just
Planned
thought
it
of
out.
that.
He wants it like that. He planned it
Obviously.
like
I want, so obviously it's gonna be
Never let the NPCs do stuff. I'm evil.
He's gonna be passed out. I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
he's
Oh,
planning.
Don't
he
worry,
can't.
Chris. I'll make you regret it.
That's true. You will.
He'll
This is what I
suggest
live
that.
for.
He'll suggest that, but he has no control over where we actually stay.
Yeah, no,
That
he
is true.
actually, yeah. So you guys are at the town, meet up in the town square. Where were you going? To the town hall? To the inn?
I think we're going to town hall.
Town hall.
Somebody was going to town hall.
We gotta tell the speaker about some things.
What things? What do you have to say?
Well, we shouldn't
Secret things
discuss this on the street.
Now this is
Where are we
actually like
gonna-
Chris going like, I don't remember.
Were we gonna talk?
It was
Talk to
the
the-
druids, Chris.
Oh yeah, we are gonna talk about the druids.
Forrest
that we
told us that we should tell the town speaker about the druid bullshit that happened at family night because Swift is a homewrecker in many ways.
Well,
I-
let's go wreck
about
this
the
person's
about the
home.
druids being the druids, the evil druids that suggested the sacrifices may have been.
Yes.
Egging them on, causing shortages.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
All right. As you approach into the
Sentient animals.
town hall, do I have a town hall map for this one? I don't think I have this town hall. I didn't
The
upload
all
it
of
yet.
town.
I uploaded Targos's, but I didn't upload Brinchander's. My apologies.
Just
You
reuse
progress
it.
into no, because there's people on that map. The town hall, as it's getting later, you see like several like clerks and lesser political people, like the ones that work the town hall, are like cleaning up as you progress into the building. It is still warm. The fires are still lit. And they just go, hi. Oh,
So what the... Can we address the stealth?
I don't know what the stealth was for. Which is
Team.
always fun.
Doug, you're muted.
What? Oh,
Doug,
Still getting that tea.
no, they
No,
said
he said he
back.
was back.
Then why would have?
My
Every-
apologies. I am muted. That's why nobody can hear me.
We said that to you.
Yeah, I was like,
Were you deafened as
I'm-
well?
I am apparently deaf too.
well, that's just real life.
Don't worry about it. Zodag is still there.
Well, why did you roll a stealth as the DM?
I just needed to make sure that. I just need to see if Swift would notice something or not.
Obviously not.
Oh, okay.
well, I don't know unless it's contested.
Yeah, cool. Insight check from Swift. Disadvantage if they're
Alright.
not intending.
It really could be anybody in the party.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Only
insight or perception.
insight.
Okay.
Because they're do an insight roll. Disadvantage if you aren't like if you believe your character isn't actively trying to be like paying super close attention to everybody.
Would I have disadvantage if I'm only able to peer through it properly or look properly with one eye?
Yes.
Yep.
Why?
Okay.
Stubborn,
Why would
with
you
a
only
little
have
yellow
one
for a
eye?
It
second.
literally,
Because
it
they got
literally
punched in
couldn't
the
beat
eye.
yourself. You have to get a 21 on a 20-sided die.
Yeah, I got a 16.
Well, if you got a nat 20, that's
I don't
something.
see it.
I was close to a nat 20.
You're close.
Almost there.
Zodag is always kind of a little dodgy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
That's
just
why I
typical
didn't do
Zodag.
disadvantages, because Swift is always a bit. Even when they're emotionally down, it's still kind of like anything can happen at any time. Street smart.
Ito's fucking caught it with disadvantage.
I would even say Sickle would have advantage because it was dealing with something we were talking about earlier.
All right, I'll do one more time.
Cool. I love it when the players are actively like working against but with each other. It's fun. Itos.
Working against me with each other.
Itos, what does Itos glean?
So, Eidos definitely gleans that Zodag is nervous. Isn't quite the right word, but it is definitely a lot of nervous energy. He's
Anxious?
shifting around.
Wary?
Anxious, wary, confused.
You got something on your mind. It's weighing heavy.
Something's on my mind, and I keep looking at Swift
Okay. Itos, you
out
caught
of the
that.
corner of my eye.
Hey, thoughts.
Wait, which kind?
They catching him. They catching him. He slowed down.
These thoughts are the swift kind.
Eh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Swift's player was not looking at me, so they did not catch that.
I was getting an actual important message that I needed to respond to ASAP.
Sorry.
That's why. No, it's not your fault. I was just like, I should respond to this right away.
I get that.
The thoughts were swift in nature.
Yeah, I was making a joke about the
Swiftly
play of the
thoughted.
two words.
Hmm.
Thoughts like mental thoughts or thoughts like Swift?
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
You mean, are you thinking with your big brain or your swift brain?
Ah. Well,
If I could give you inspiration, I'd give it to you for that. That's
you
fucking-
can.
that's-
You can give me the inspiration. I'll mark it
I'm
down.
not going to pay points.
Oh, I'm not talking about paying. Just tell me. I have DM inspiration.
Great, go for it. Yeah, you know what? Yes.
Player inspiration.
Calling
what
me
you
a
got.
thought.
Cool.
I'm scared.
Verbally abuse your players. Get DM inspiration.
I love all of my friends that play this game with me. It's always
No.
fun. But
I almost
the
forgot how to make a heart with my hands. I was like,
the random clerks, like the workers, are like cleaning up and be like, "Oh, hi, we're closing up. Do you need something?" Like,
Eidos will walk up. Yes, I need two things. One, I would like to make an appointment to see the speaker. The matters of importance surrounding the towns of Lonelywood, Bremen, and Termaline.
got it.
And the second would be I would like to see your archives on the
Lottery.
the lottery lists, please.
Oh, well, that's kind of above my pay grade. Give me a second. And this clerk just, like, they stopped sweeping and, like, put their broom down. Like, they didn't put it down. They handed it to another worker that was, like, dusting stuff and, like, was gonna go mop, just went, "Oh, now I gotta finish sweeping." Cool, thanks, bud. They, like, run around the counter to, like, look at the books to, like, schedule schedule something, and then you say that secondary part and just go, above my pay grade. I'll be right back. And they take off. And they go into the back. And they come back a moment later, like maybe 2 minutes later, with
I'm sweeping.
Markham Southwell, the sheriff of Bryn Shander.
no.
Markham, good old Ironjaw. How's it been?
Oh, you just hear Zodag, the lead pipe, if I've ever seen one. What brings you back to my town?
We have some important business.
You gonna hit me with
Intertown.
another lead pipe?
Intertown stuff. You know I'll never do that again.
Yeah,
It was the one time, and it was accidental.
it was hell in a cell. Why we decided that was a fucking idea?
Yeah. Well, we'll never do it again.
Yeah, well, I still can't believe Hiln hit old he's trying to think of the name. I'm struggling. Hiln hit Randy with a pew.
Yeah, that was... The adrenaline was running high that day. I don't think any of us were thinking about what we were doing.
Eidos, Hiln was the name of the latest victim.
Oh, yeah, hell.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, you
shame he
knew
passed
Hiln?
away. I think that was to Eidos.
Oh.
That was.
No, I didn't actually say that
Oh.
in character.
Oh, okay.
That was out
My
of character.
apologies. Well, then I retract my statement.
So your this clerk has informed me. Thank you. Go back to cleaning. Wait, you said a half. As he looks.
I hand the broom back.
Okay, that's not weird at all.
That's
You
my
said you
brother for
wanted to see our listings, our records from the last lottery, correct?
Yeah, the list of candidates as well as the deaths.
All right. Zodak, do you care
Yes?
to introduce me to your friends?
Sure. So, this little guy here is my soon-to-be brother-in-law, Eidos.
Oh,
Really
the
thought
one,
he was talking about Small when he said little guy.
the one that's marrying Darda.
Yes.
Yes, we've heard that the postmaster is actually soon to be married, and we know that they're probably going to be on honeymoon for a couple weeks after that, which is gonna suck when a high-ranking political and government official goes on vacation just
You'll
after
get
taking
some
a job. You just
Well,
hear
we
him
don't
like
know what-
grumbling.
You don't know how long it's going to be before that actually happens, so don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Oh, she was claiming like within 3 months they were getting married.
We'll see.
That's the goal.
Oh, good.
Anyways, so this other small one is Small, Dr. Small to be precise.
Small's
Hi,
not
I'm a
here.
doctor. Oh wait, no, Small's not here.
Oh yeah, Small's not here. Okay, so then skip that.
He was talking about Lagertha.
This other small one is we call her Sickle. She's a quiet one.
And he just looks at her and go, and just nods as he knows you, as
then
you've
you
worked with
have-
her.
Then you have the large one is Lagertha. She's a barrel of hoots and wonderful hugs, if I might say so.
And this is George. They point to the wreath on their head.
She named a flower crown. Good to know.
Yeah,
I didn't
just
name them.
don't eat any of the berries.
He looks
and
up,
This,
eyes appear. Oh, well, nope.
and the last of the group is this one here. This is Swift, our resident firekeeper.
That is a little rude, I would think. A bit downplaying my abilities as a wizard.
Ah, wizard.
We
Nice to
don't
see.
exactly tell you a fire starter, do we?
You're a wizard.
Who is that to, Sickle, by the way? Was that to the audience or to someone?
Yeah, I'm gonna question that too.
Oh, that was to Swift.
Can you repeat it then?
Oh. We don't exactly want to call you a fire starter now, do we?
Ah, the pyro.
Yeah,
We don't want to.
I was trying to do it in a tasteful way.
They're calling you a arsonist.
Fire starter? Someone that starts fires.
Well, yeah.
Arsonist.
Yeah,
I thought
don't-
that we wouldn't want that, yeah, but sure, why not?
They're making jokes. They're trying to be cheeky. And he just looks at you and goes, "You look familiar."
Well, I've traveled pretty far in my studies of the arcane.
But no, you're a wizard. Yes, yes. Are you with the other wizards that just came into town?
No, I'm independent studying, actually. I prefer more field work than most.
Oh, okay.
Just the other group that came in was from my I come from the tower in Luskin. Are they also from the school?
So you are part of that. You are connected. Cool.
Yes.
And he just pulls out a letter and he hands you a letter.
Oh, so, thank you.
Yeah.
An elderly woman told me to
Hold on,
give
I have to
this-
write down in my notes. I'm a wizard now, I guess.
This is the second time you've used that excuse, by
Well,
the way.
yeah, because it's a better excuse than my magic comes from.
I don't know.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Because people don't like that.
From ancient wolves that like to set things on fire.
Okay,
a letter.
so you get handed a letter, and he goes, "Yes, an elderly woman wizard from the host tower said to pass this on to more a group of wizards that were coming into town. Are you part of Harpel's? God, I put it in chat too.
Oh, what's it like, Wonder Splendorium or something? It's ridiculous.
It is
You
a
truly found the most ridiculous.
Harpel's Carnival Splendorium. Are you one of the new early
yes,
members of the Splendorium that's supposed to
Oh,
come
yes,
here?
I've interned with Harpel from time to time. He's a genius wizard. He truly is just a genius with his
Oh,
magic.
good.
and-
Then he hands you the letter and goes, "Yes, this was given to me by Valine Harpel."
How do you spell Valine?
Fellynn.
Oh, wait, it's an F?
Oh, V. Sorry. Valine.
Valine.
Vellynne.
And I'm just gonna write down some letters. Valnine. Okay. Sure.
There.
Thank you very much. That is absolutely not what I wrote down. Even though you spelled it.
give me a history check.
Oh dear. I've also been spelling Harpel wrong. Wow, I am the farthest thing from a wizard.
Do you open the letter?
I think I'm gonna tuck it away,
Okay.
not read it yet. Is it a history check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. You
Can
don't
I-
remember anything.
wait. I was gonna ask if I could use DM inspiration.
This is a good thing. Let's just fail forward. You don't. That doesn't
All right.
ring.
No, I do accept it because you did say that before I could get it out. So I. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
So,
Right.
um,
I mean, I recognize that her last name is the same as his last name.
yeah, you
So-
recognize Harpel.
So that's a wee woo wee woo wee woo. Oh boy, this is 100% Swift's entire life of like, yeah, I'm gonna get myself into way over my head.
Yep. So Markham goes, all right. Do you vouch for them, Zodag?
Sorry, me as a player must have missed something.
You
Why
were doing
am
the intros.
Oh,
Do you
so-
vouch for these friends of yours?
that's what he was referring to. Okay. Of course I do.
Alrighty then, come with me. And he leads you into one of his office. And he goes, sit, have a seat, have a seat.
Is he taking all of us in there?
Yes, he leads all of you in there. Because the
Okay.
party requested the list.
Mm.
And he pulls out this massive tome. And he goes, this is the list of everyone that registers for the lottery.
Sweet.
I also was told that you needed to speak with Duvessa.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's been some incidents in the area around Tourmaline, and I feel like the council would like to know the goings-ons.
Alrighty. If you'll give me a moment. I'm just gonna step out and have one of the other clerks go grab Dufessa.
Perfect.
He's gonna step
In
out
the-
and speak to another clerk. You're going
In
to
that
have a
moment that
minute.
he steps out, I'm gonna like hurriedly try to like search for
That's exactly what I was setting you up for.
Hiln's name on the registered list.
For the most recent.
For the most recent, yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to do a investigation check.
What are we
You can
looking
do
for?
it with advantage because there are so many people in the room. At least one of them can give you the help action.
Yeah. I'm looking for
Yep.
Hill Mage
All of us give him
Heart's
the
name.
help action. Can he roll like 5 times?
I'm gonna help by staying still.
We'll see.
Can I just have Zodak do this? Because he's probably better at investigation than I am.
Okay, you can tell. Quick, someone's search this listing for Hiln Mageart's last name.
Investigation? No, you'd be better.
Is that perception or
I
investigation?
have
Investigation.
a -1.
Does
Oh,
anyone
well,
have better than a 2?
I think
I have
mine's
a
a
0.
3. Oh wait,
I
no,
think
nope.
Sickle-
That's a 0. That's a 0.
I think
I'll
Sickle.
do it. Wait, does
Investigation?
Sickle have better?
Investigation.
Nah, I got
Let's see.
zeros.
Oh, okay.
We're
I
all bad
will-
at investigation.
I will do it. I will
I'm
do
sorry, we're so dumb.
it.
Okay,
With advantage?
Swift with advantage. Go ahead. It's a DC 20.
DC.
I said it before the dice appeared on my
No,
screen.
you did. Well, the
Well,
way that
there's
it synced up for me was you said it as I saw the number 18 and was like, fuck.
Does anybody want to assist me in doing it, since there's more than 1 or 2 people?
Oh yeah, you can try.
I will assist.
Thank you.
With each
I'll tell you.
failure, the DC goes down by 2.
Really?
Yes.
God damn it.
So now it's 18.
That's so rude.
And now it's 16. You do
This is
not
so
have long.
rude.
You have one more person to try and check it.
You don't give Lagartha the help action.
My investigation is 0.
This is negative.
Oh, okay.
It is.
All right. I'll fucking do it.
You got this.
You got George with you. Go for it.
George. George is
Guide me,
amazing.
George. Oh, yes.
Hey, you know what's really funny, Lagartha?
What?
Hiln Mageheart. That name just sticks into your head. Why? Because you know the Magehearts. That's
I do?
a group. That is a family of ice dwarves. That live in the glaciers, and you know them because they actually did do a lot of the carvings of.
That makes him picking up a pew even more impressive.
Like, you know of his family, so that name just like, oh yeah, no. And as you go through it, it's not on there. His name is not listed in the to be like potential sacrifices,
Guys, it's not here.
which
Sure.
is why the DC was so high. All of you were looking for it, and none of you found it. And as you
And that was-
progressively,
that
I
was-
just caught a fly out of the air.
monk, real life.
You have to be a monk now.
Sorry, I like grabbed like that.
Okay,
like,
Karate
wait, where'd
Kid.
it go? And I open my hand and it falls out.
Sweep the
I'm gonna do another investigation check.
I was like,
Um,
that. I'm just gonna run away real fast.
I'm not gonna ask for help on this one. But I'm just gonna look for like in the registry, like the names of like the clerics, from the Yandala temple.
Okay. Wait. The known ones or the unknown ones?
The known ones.
They're there.
Okay.
And as you each like, with each failing, just so you guys know, you guys weren't actually failing. You were going through it and going like, I don't see it. Next person, I'm going through it. I don't see it. And the one that passed was, oh shit. It really isn't here. It was the confirmation on the fact that the 2 others didn't see it. And Eidos, you notice that the religious orders are there. The religious, like the high priestess of Yandala is on that list.
She's
And it's at
supposed to be
this
on the
moment
list?
the door opens and he comes back in, and he comes in with Duvessa Shane.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it like, yeah, okay, yeah, they're still here. And then I'm looking at the like the sacrifice list and like, do I see any names I would recognize?
You see quite a few, like some of the halfling names of like friends, like distant friends and family, and like other stuff of like the Mastihues. Like, you see people's names on the list, but you don't know everybody in this town because it's a 2,000 person town. You don't.
I'm talking about the actual like sacrifice list. Those
Oh,
who
on
were
the
sacrificed.
sacrifice? A cousin of the Mastihues, a couple blah 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 blah. Just a couple like known people, like a merchant, a stable boy, like just people that, like, when you go somewhere, like you've probably interacted with them at least once, but like you don't necessarily always remember them. but like you're looking intently and you're trying to search your own brain for like, do I know who these people are? And a few of them you do. And this has been going on for what, 2 years? 3 years of sacrifices? That's
I think like 3 years. So.
that's 36 people that have been sacrificed. It's a small list, but that's a small list compared to the residents, which was several pages of names. But this is one page of 36 lost souls.
Hey, when they come back in, can I ask both
By the way, I showed the
town-
picture of Duvessa.
Can I ask Duvessa and the sheriff something when they come back?
They are walking back into the door now. Like,
Okay.
yes. Thank you. It was just easier for me to catch her before she left because the workers seemingly ran away as soon as I left the room. Gonna have to talk to them about that tomorrow.
Hey, I got a question for you both. Who makes the list?
I do. Why?
And who chooses the name?
I do. Why?
I just want to know.
So
It's
there's
part
no
of
like
it's part of my
middle
job.
person
No.
double checking.
Well, guards. We have a registration. On the 14th, you are supposed to be. You come through, and there's a registration, or a guard goes knocking door to door and documents who's here, and then on the 15th, I draw it at noon.
Well, I have to say, it's pretty good at finding out if your friends are still in town.
Yes.
Quite the up-to-date census, right?
Monthly census. Yep.
I put all the pages back to, like, gather the pages, put them back together.
Okay.
Like, well. I think I found what I was looking for.
And what was that?
Oh, just, like I said, the names of friends. Found out who I might have lost in the time since last time I visited.
So that's what you were here for? Roll deception, you son of a bitch.
What?
Roll
Oh, yeah.
deception.
Oop. I forgot to take it
I
off
forgot I
advantage.
was muted.
I will use DM inspiration. Haha!
Yeah, we have that. Thanks, Brandy.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
That makes sense.
Wait, when did I get audience? Oh, never mind.
It was when we were trying to find the name.
Oh,
That makes sense.
yeah.
I'm sorry if you've lost anyone close, but it's been a dark time. And Duvessa goes, why was I dragged in here? Markham, you said they needed to speak with me urgently.
Yes.
Yes, quite.
There's things you need to know.
So,
Anyone else gonna?
Swift will take out the druidic focus that they took off of the,
Ravison?
druid
Wait.
that they've killed.
Is the sheriff still here?
Yes.
We've been doing some digging.
Hold
Into
up,
some-
hold up. Guys, wait.
Before we do all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing this in character. Is Lagatha
Yeah, and
doing
I'm saying
Well, yeah,
saying
but,
wait
as
in
we
character.
move to do it, Lagartha goes, wait.
Yeah, wait. I'm sorry, Sheriff. I don't know you that well, and I come from not any of the towns around here. I'm really embarrassed. Wait, can we talk to the speaker alone, please?
No. I am the sheriff of this town, and part of my job is sworn to protect Duvessa, and I'm not going to leave the room with a leave her in my own office with a band of armed individuals. Though I know some of you, I'm not stupid. I will not leave one of my charges.
Would you
Fair.
What if
disarm?
we de-armed ourselves? No, put it
You
outside.
just admitted to being a wizard.
Yeah, if you get my spell components, I am useless.
I'm calling bullshit on that because I have seen wizards do shit with almost nothing.
All right. Well, if we're gonna be calling bullshit,
Oh Lord.
why is the name that was picked not on your list?
What name?
Oh, lag.
No,
Oh.
that
That's
name
wrong.
wasn't picked.
Mon
No,
ami.
yep. The-
Just like pats her on the shoulder. No, no.
Hiln
Just
Mageheart was not on the list and was not picked.
Yeah, he was just murdered.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that was Penny misunderstanding what
Yeah,
happened.
I think that was, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
I
what you
haven't-
would be
I
a-
haven't shared with the party yet of the information I got from Darda yet.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
None
just
of-
asked for you guys to look for the name.
yeah, none of you know why you were looking for that.
Sorry
We
about that,
don't-
guys.
I love how Lagertha like goes bad cop so quick.
yeah.
Just like, let's go.
You want to call
Let's do
bullshit?
this.
Like,
I was
Look,
trying to be nice, Bear.
nice bear.
hold on a
Well,
second.
we have been sent by the speaker in Tourmaline.
My brother
to-
sent us over here to relay some messages, but it's for the speaker's ears only.
sensitive information.
And Duvessa just goes, what you have to say to me, you can say in front of Markham.
Alright.
Very well. Well, you see, we've been doing some investigating of some things that's been happening around Termale. Some
Problem
weird
solved.
things in the woods, in the water. You know, harassment of towns by a lake monster. And we've uncovered some interesting evidence. Swift, if you would.
Takes out the druidic focus.
And we've uncovered a ring of druids that are corrupt. They seem to be the ones making things happen that shouldn't be happening.
But things are a little more straightforward. They have been enlightening certain animals outside of towns that do not sacrifice, and then telling the animal that they would take away their intelligence if they do not attack this town.
Causing a whole slew of problems.
That was a big moose.
And
And
as I
to
recall-
set the scene, by the way, they've moved in. She is now sitting at his desk. He is standing off to the side behind her, and you guys are all seated having this conversation. Just so you guys don't think you're all just like standing staring at each other while they're just inside the door.
No, I
Uh,
would assume that they fully moved in, yeah, because we wouldn't
Yeah.
be talking about this if they were in the hallway.
Right. So, to put it simply, the events that happened, what was it, 3 years ago for this place? I think you'll find that they're very similar in how other towns are dealing with things currently. And the fact that you guys were harassed and found yourselves in hard times with hard decisions to make.
Now I'm asking, what do you mean by that?
Who?
You.
Me, the player?
Yeah.
You're the only one who's talking, Doug.
No, the player. The player. What do you mean by that?
I mean by like, so you have I forgot what the town was being harassed by the awakened sea.
Bremen was being harassed by the Loch Ness monster.
Yes.
Lonelywood by the Moose. Tourmaline not actually involved in that weird
Not
No, but
conspiracy
they've
bullshit.
not
they've been seeing
directly,
it.
but
Yeah.
indirectly. So I would start bringing up the specifics on that, and as I recall, there was something similar, but in a different light that was happening here 3 years ago.
3
So,
years ago actually was when they were, the council was was talked to by a coven of druids that said, hey, if we do sacrifices to Oro, maybe things will get better.
Right, but they
That's what
were
happened
having
3 years
hard
ago.
They were having hard times then.
Yeah, but that was
And that's
because
when
it was
the
2
druids
years
showed up.
2 years into, hey, winter never went away. That was the hard
Right.
times they were
Okay.
After the
But-
first year, you start to wonder what's going on.
yeah, they were like,
Yeah.
it's not going
This
away.
isn't normal.
But I believe that certain members of that ring of druids were the ones that came to the council originally. And all evidence seems to point there.
And
I
goes
mean, that-
Vernus and
Ravison.
Ravison?
Yes. This is Raveson's.
Was me as a player, it's been a while since we had that fight, but we
long
found a body
Hmm.
in one of the caskets.
Vernus's.
Furnaces.
We
and
found
then
Vernus dead and we killed Ravison.
Okay.
But we didn't know that.
Well, no, someone actually did recognize that
Yeah.
the body was of another druid. It was similarly
Most likely
facial
a
structure.
sister.
Yeah, it was most likely a sister, and you guys inferred that it was most likely Ravison's sister.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring that up too.
That was a while ago, but yes, if I recall correctly, you guys did figure that out.
Yeah, I have it written down, so it must have.
Something must have happened.
Yep.
I typically don't write down things that my character doesn't have access to.
But what about so this is Ravison,
Yes.
and what of Vernus?
Dead as
These
well.
hands are dead.
What about Verna?
Have not located Verna.
Here's another one.
Is
That
Verna
was-
one that Lagertha would know?
You knew the other two, so roll me a
Okay.
history check with advantage, give or take.
Give or take.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm being generous. Just go with it.
No. That is being generous. It's just funny to me.
Ooh.
A nat 20.
Oh!
Hey, you know who Verna is. Verna was a druid that was this coven of druids would be considered frost druids. Those that particularly good at wintercraft, which your tribe deals a lot with because handling ice and snow and the sea is very much in that domain. Verna was the eldest sibling and was very much so a plant crafter. Was a frost druid in the sense of came from a druidic circle of that coven of frost druids, but was very much so someone that liked plants and herbology and
Traitor.
was kind of good at medicinal needs, and like you would have known her as a kind of like a medicine woman.
Pot dealer.
Yeah, she dealt in George's.
I love George. I love George.
So
Hey, George.
so you would know of her.
So Verna isn't one that my tribe has interacted with. We've interacted with the other two, but we do know of
Yeah,
her.
you would she would have probably been like one of the ones that you would have been like, hey, you are sick, you need a healer, we'll call in this one if our healers can't do it, or we'll send you to go meet them if you're capable enough to travel.
So we would have interacted with her in like a doctorial sense.
Yes, but you personally haven't.
Okay. Has my tribe like talked about her, interacted with her since?
Not in the last 3 years.
Okay.
You recognize the names, but not quite. Like you know you haven't dealt with them recently.
Okay. Trying to remember exactly what they were saying.
Back on so no word of Verna. So you're saying evil druids caused
Anybody
this?
can be evil.
Well, yes, but I'm in particular you're saying
Yes,
druids
these
of
are evil druids.
ill intent.
Yes.
Malicious.
If not caused it, they've perpetuated it and have deceived you in things such as, and I tapped the sacrifice list.
That's very strange. Huh. Okay. You've given me a lot to think on.
What were they like when they first came here to propose the?
Helpful. They came, they helped. We were suffering from a food shortage. They came and they helped grow some tuberous plants in people's cellars. Basically, what they cast plant growth and grew all little gardens that people were growing in their basements and caused them all to sprout up in areas around town and get healthier, and so that people had more food. We were suffering from almost a famine. We were still rationing out supplies that we were getting in from the south, but those supplies trains are far and few between as the years have come on and the weather has gotten worse and the roads have become more blockaded with ice, and now there's bands of goblins hunting the passes to try and collect the supplies themselves. There's occasional ragged tribes that we have to fight with over trying to get kills from the herds. We're not getting as much fish out of the lakes. Like, supplies are dwindling, and those druids help give us more plant growth and helped revitalize some of the ground to continue to grow.
Can I ask if when they did the little plant growth thing and helped you guys grow vegetables and stuff, did they propose the sacrifices then, or was it later?
It was about a month or two later. They came to us saying they had come to an epiphany, some sort of idea that obviously this had to have been part of Oral's punishment for us and our wicked deeds or some religious hoo-ha. They proposed that we make sacrifices to Oral to appease her, and we did. And it went better.
For a while.
Since we have not had famine in our town. Other towns aren't. I don't think a single town is having any famine. Supplies
Yeah.
are still coming in, but rather straggle, like far and few between, and the fish are no longer being caught as much, but now we're getting towards issues. But the last 3 years, it hasn't gotten worse until now.
Hasn't gotten better though. Like this weird stagnant middle ground
Yes.
of not thriving.
Seems we've pissed off Oral. And I'm not
I mean,
sure how.
It doesn't seem that hard to piss her off, to be honest.
She's a god. She shouldn't be pissed off by mortals.
She shouldn't be.
It's Oral. She's always angry.
Well, then how is her being pissed off any different from a normal day?
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't speak of knowing the gods other than what I just did.
There's a reason why Almond Tor.
If you say that she wouldn't really, care enough to be pissed off by mortals, then why should she care if you give her a sacrifice a month?
Well, I don't
would
know.
that
It worked.
matter?
Things did not get worse.
Hmm.
And some of the towns had illness, like plague. And the plague went away with the sacrifice.
Did druids do a thing with the plague?
Uh,
I'm not sure.
Hey,
If you're talking about the
do-
spell,
can I do a history check on that?
you can do a nature check.
Do I get advantage?
Do
'cause
an
I'm a druid?
Arcana check?
Is that Swift asking about an Arcana check? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. And Sickle, if you want to go for it because you know of the druids, go for it.
Straight roll or
I don't care at the moment.
okay?
Y'all are...
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that sucked.
Oh my
Bad
gosh.
today.
Yeah,
Bad
probably.
today.
Humans grow food plant. People eat plant. People get sick.
Druid
Druid?
do nature thing, right?
No, this was something like... she goes, no, it wasn't the food that was making people sick with the plague. It was,
That was Sickle's
some
internal
invasive...
thoughts, I assumed.
I just assumed she said that last bit out, like, that sentence out loud, just like... She goes,
Oh, no.
it was an
That's just-
invasive species.
An invasive species.
Of
Yes.
plague.
It was an invasive species that was carrying the plague.
Oh,
What
was in-
was it?
I don't know what
sort
the
of
actual...
living creature, an animal.
Something like that. It was... small, like, almost
Sorry.
rodents.
I just keep
No,
looking
it's not
over
good.
at Citrus's camera, and I feel like they are looking back.
It
like
was
Invasive
small rodent,
species,
like...
Do tell. Wow, what a concept. Invasive species. That would be.
An invasive species
Wow!
with-
Invasive species.
with a plague that
Wow,
just
that'd be
shows
bad.
up all of a sudden and
Yeah.
starts wreaking havoc. And then druids randomly show up. That seems a little suspicious, don't you think?
Look, and everybody, as you realize, this is a young woman.
Hmm.
This is
I
someone
can't tell
that's
the difference.
22, being the mayor and speaker of the biggest
Oh, shit.
town in 10
Yeah,
towns,
that's a lot.
and the head of the council of 10. And she's just kind of like, yeah, look, I took over. This rhyme started when I was 17. I've been dealing with this the last 5 years. 2 years of harsh winter and plague. A plague started in a nearby town. We were concerned about our town, so we weren't accepting supplies from that town. We started to have famine. We weren't getting supplies, and then supplies were coming in, but stuff was rotting or was rotten or was destroyed along the route. it was a rough time. We made a deal. Like any sane body of people, we made a deal to make sacrifices as 10 towns. We all made the deal. Some sacrificed heat, some sacrificed food, some sacrifice people. It was under
You've
the
given
it was we were given a hard choice, and the druids gave us a potential answer, and things got a little better and then just didn't get worse again, and it's been like that for the last 3 years. It's been rough. I
Wow.
don't quite understand what you're inferring. Are you saying
Can-
it was them?
Well,
Can I ask
Yeah.
something out of character real quick?
Correlation isn't causation.
Yes. What do you want,
Okay,
Lagatha?
this is out of character. Were we intending to tell her about the shit that went down and that we found out in Targos that had to do with the druids?
You know, I can't quite remember because I.
That's not the
'cause-
purpose that we came here for, but
No, you
Well,
came here
initially
to
it
tell
wasn't.
them.
I think part of bringing Boris was to have proof of shady stuff going on in Targos, but
yeah.
we have
You-
not yet secured
Safety.
safety
okay,
for
okay.
our witness.
Yeah.
So it is not safe to act on that
Oh.
information of this time.
Okay.
So right now it's just kind of a warning, a food for thought sort of situation, and that's what I was gonna have Zodag do. This is just for thought down the road.
Okay. So as you progress, so you causation correlation was stated. She goes, well, that is a very big accusation. That is a very large amount of information to dump on me about this, and
Obviously, there's nothing you can do about it at this very moment, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention.
no, I would have to call a council meeting, and that takes. The next council meeting is on the first of the month.
That's like what, 20 days from now?
About like it's 24 days from now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
'cause they're
it's
in
because it is the first of High Sun of Elias High Sun. That is actually their quarterly meeting.
Oh.
Ooh.
Convenient.
I did not expect you guys to go for this angle so quickly. So okay.
Don't
That-
see what
that's what
other
I do.
angles to do.
There were a lot of
That's what
side
I
quests
do.
we discussed in the text channel this afternoon, and this was not
That doesn't
one
mean
of
that
them.
we can't. That doesn't mean that we won't do them.
Oh, I know.
Chris?
I was preparing for those. I wasn't preparing for
I
this.
was also mentally prepared for those.
Hey, Chris,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I gotta open my mail.
you should know me by now. I like to throw curveballs.
I know
Mail
you do.
party. I have someone else's mail.
Are you gonna open it?
Not
maybe not
here.
say that in front
That's a
of the-
federal crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhere else.
Wait, what?
God,
During-
my
during-
God, I'm gonna do it.
During this meeting, is there anything else you
Oh.
want to tell her?
Good job. I do mean that
Okay.
sincerely. It is. You are dealing with quite a lot, so
Yes. Luckily, the
looking out
other.
for your own looking out for your own first is never a bad call. But looking out for the big picture can be difficult
Yes.
and even more difficult a decision to actually pursue.
Yes. Well, if that is all, I have other things I must attend to. I do apologize, as it is getting late in the evening, and she kind of like motions to the darkness outside. It's always there, but like
It's a little darker than usual.
it's
Oh,
also
look, it's still dark.
after dinner now.
Yep.
Well,
You're
I do
right.
apologize for the inconvenience of last minute that we brought upon you.
It is
Thank you
fine.
for
It
your
is part of
time.
my
You
job.
do know someone who is a great cook.
Yes.
It's a little unconventional.
Oh. Is he better than Hyun?
I would
No.
not say that at all.
No.
No,
She
not
is
at
not.
all.
She is not with us though.
She
Is not
better not
bad.
be. She is currently making me dinner, and I have to get going.
She's
Have a
here?
great
Oh no,
night.
we are not going to keep her from that. Let this woman get back to the other woman. I'm leaving now.
I hired her to.
That's my
make
sister,
dinner.
right?
Don't
Yeah, that's your
care.
sister.
Tell my
I thought-
sister I say hello.
Wait, you know? Wait, she's your sister.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Room for like, you know what? Never mind.
Oh,
This
that's.
is Zodag Master here.
Oh, you're Oris's brother.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I was. Interesting. I must be adjourning. I have a very special dinner I must go to. Hien is making, and I cannot wait.
You enjoy my sister.
Something
Have
about
a
Mammoth.
wonderful night.
It's going to be a lovely evening.
Oh, she's doing the mammoth.
I,
Oh, I'm jealous. Have a great night. Get out of here. I push her out the door.
We're obviously also leaving, but
With
Yeah.
one hand. Pushes with one hand.
yeah.
Just Markham then escorts you out as well as she takes off, and like two guards appear and like lead her off.
Before I step across the threshold, I
Watch
turn
her
to Markham
go.
and I go, "Do you want a hand cleaning up? Because we did kind of." Distract.
It's
Is
fine.
that a pun?
Well, you'll have to find it.
He just goes, "It's fine. Please leave. I'm just going to tidy up my office and then I'll be out. Have a lovely evening. Please go."
It's usually the reaction people have to us. Yes.
All right.
Well, we can tell we're not wanted anymore.
Does anyone want to give me an insight check on anything that happened in that last?
I
Yes.
actually would like
Yes.
insight check.
Okay.
Insight check is shit, but
Insight checking
Your
who
luck.
on what?
I would like to
Uh,
insight check on what's her face and what's his face.
I want to know what
I-
Marcus was feeling through his eyebrows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
through
don't
his
completely-
iron jaw.
I
Okay.
don't completely trust Markham.
One insight check per person if you want to.
Okay.
What are you inciting? Sickle, you
Deadly
went first.
bushy.
You were inciting Markham on how he was feeling about the line of questioning, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Not emotional. Just kind of, eh.
We are two
Mm.
islands in a sea.
Next person.
I want to insight check the mayor.
Yes, on
Speaker.
what?
I want to see.
She and Hyun dating.
No. Okay, maybe a little bit.
I might be using mine for that, not gonna lie.
You might be what?
Using mine to see if there's lesbians.
I'm insight checking her
Please.
on like how stressed out she is about the whole situation, and if she actually believes what she's saying when she says that things did get better.
Okay, roll.
All right.
Yes, she does seem to think things got better, and this is a very stressful situation, and she did believe it. Hey, Eidos, did you have anything you wanted to insight?
I did. Still not like 100% sure what I want to insight specifically. It would be the guard captain. Actually, I'm gonna do the guard captain, and specifically um um when he like saw us going through the papers and started questioning me, like what was
Okay.
there any like
Insight.
Hey.
Okay. He might have had a little concern
Okay.
about that line of questioning. Zodek?
I would also like to insight Marcus, whatever his name
Markham.
was. Markham. On how do I describe this? On his reaction at the end, how he was like, was he in a hurry to go somewhere? Did he have people to talk to, kind of thing? Is he trustworthy, essentially?
Insight. 17.
Yep. Sorry. Didn't
It's
realize I
fine.
still hit that on.
He did not seem to be in a rush. He did seem to be concerned about the initial line of questioning, but towards the end he was more. You guys went from like the book stuff, talking about the lists, to oh shit, a whole bunch of other stuff, and his mind totally like forgot about the initial stuff that you talked about. And no, did not seem to be. He seemed to be trustworthy. At least in regards to the ending of the conversation and everything.
All right. Thank you.
And Swift. Yes, I wanted to get everybody else out of the way so you could blow yours on something silly if you wanted.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think about. There's certain things that I like, kind of like would want to know, but there's no justification for getting that insight through what we asked. Makes any sense?
Yes.
So I guess I do have to insight lesbians.
Go for it.
Yes, this is important to Swift.
Swift, without a doubt, with absolute certainty, she is not homosexual.
Damn it. I
And
thought I got good vibes from her, but I guess not.
she was definitely going on a date.
Okay, but if she's meeting up with Hien, she's making Hien cook for her date? That's horrible! She's going out with some man and making a woman cook for her. Straight people are horrible.
She hired the best chef in Icewind Dale for a date.
Well, she must like the person.
Oh, straight people, ugh.
But you all leave and start heading towards Northgate. We did run over, so do we want to wrap it now or do you want to wrap it at Northlook?
I kind of want to see what Smol's up to.
Yeah,
I kind of do. I also want to ask Sickle to go relay to Darda that the name was not on the list.
Alrighty.
If you can do it, subtly.
A man style.
She's already gone.
As you guys are walking away, remember you have advantage because you disappear in darkness.
Okay.
Sickle. Where'd she go?
No, Sickle is literally just standing in a lantern light.
I stand by what I said. Lagertha is still very supportive. Where did Sickle go? She's already gone.
You guys Sickle does break off to go say that. Or do you want to do it in the morning, or do you want to send a message?
Probably do it as soon as possible.
Okay,
I feel like it's something that should be done as soon as possible.
So Sickle, you take off, splitting the party for like the 4th time today.
It can be quickly resolved by saying they split off. They tell her.
They do
come
tell
back.
her, and they do make it back to the party because they are much faster than everybody when they want to be. And
Bam! Ain't
you-
on the list. Go.
I was told you would understand this. They weren't on the list. Whoosh, back out a window.
It's
Yep.
like in Batman movies when like they're still
Yeah.
talking to Batman and Batman's gone, and they turn
Yeah.
around and like, what? Where'd he go?
Was he ever
But-
here at all?
Zodag, you good for another few minutes just to catch up with Smol and leave off at the
Oh,
inn where
yeah.
you guys can actually take a long rest and like whatnot, or do you need to go because of work and
I
sleep?
can stick around for a few more minutes.
Okay. I wanted to be conscientious about that. I know I have to work in the morning, but also I don't
only
sleep
have
as
to
it
get
is.
up in
But also fuck it. So we go to
6
the
hours.
inn.
8 hours for me, but yeah.
We go to the
Uh,
inn.
You get to the inn.
North look.
The North Look is. Do you have a fucking description? No. It is an establishment. It's relatively large. It's frequented by mercenaries and adventurers. It is the rowdiest and most dangerous place to stay in Bryn Shander. Therefore, just so you know, it is the only inn. So it is therefore the most rowdy to stay by sheer.
Classic.
Hey,
The tap
before we
room,
step-
however, is the best spot in all of 10 Towns to get leads on profitable ventures. And Sickle knows this because Sickle has had at least one dead drop in this inn.
Yep. Just
But
dropped
Lagartha,
that.
you were saying
It was
something?
great. Did not work for me.
before we step in, can I like find some undisturbed snow and kind of scoop it up and hold it on my eye?
Oh yeah, because this entire time, that entire conversation, your eye was just swollen from getting
Yeah.
punched in the face by Boris. Okay.
Okay, mon ami, what's going on with your face?
As you enter, the place is in the middle of dinner rush. There's a lot of people. There is a human man at the bar, tending bar. He's got four young men and women, 4 each, running tables, running drinks and food. And there's clearly a staircase that goes up to a balcony that has rooms up above that overlook the inn, like the tap room. And you guys walk up to the bar.
Yeah.
I just remembered something that I remembered a thing that I wanted to insight check about Markham. Is it way too late?
Yeah, way too late.
Shit.
Uh
I wanted to insight check why he thought he knew me.
oh yeah. Oh well.
yeah. Mm.
As you get to the bartender, he goes, "Hi, how can I help you? Name's Scramsack. Scramsacks. I'm the owner. What do you need?"
Yes. I sent a small lizard man, a kobold, to reserve a few rooms for us.
Ah, Dr. Smol.
Yes, exactly. That's him.
Yeah. He told me that several larger folk would be coming in, and he just passes out keys. And he goes, key for you two, key for you two, and a key for you.
Oh, I got my own room.
No, he has the other key.
I see. Right.
But then you look around and he goes, he said that you would be wanting food and drink sent up to your rooms. So I've already, now that you're here, I'll have me lads send up a meal. He paid for the top end. So fine wine and food, and have it all up for you in short order.
So
Oh,
if
he
I trade
probably
rooms just to fuck with him.
doesn't have
Hell
change
yeah.
to give back to me. Okay.
Swift hands you their key.
Just hands you her key.
As you go up,
Bonding! Bonding!
he goes, "Well, have a wonderful evening." And as you leave, you guys do notice that on the wall, like on the hearth of the fireplace, is a massive knucklehead trout with a golden sign saying "Old Bitey."
Old Bitey?
Oh,
Old Bitey.
I know what this is. I mean, I, the player, know what this is.
Look at that big old man.
And it's up on the
Look at that big
wall, and he goes, "Yeah, have a good night. We'll have food up for you in about 20-30 minutes, and yeah, have a good night."
Where is it on the wall?
It's on, like, it's above the fireplace mantle. Like, there's the mantle with all the goodies, and then it's hanging on the fireplace.
How
About
many people are in the room?
30 to 40 people in the room,
Okay.
all like cram packed at tables in the tap room between the bar and it.
That's huge.
It's a big room. Well, it's not a big room, but it is a normal, like, small
fish is
eatery.
huge.
The fish is like 5 feet, I think, or 4 foot.
So what's the
Is it
story
now?
about Old Bitey?
Oh yeah, a group of adventurers, Kintry and Maverick, pulled that thing out of the Mer du Don a couple years back. You know, Old Bitey is the knucklehead that swallows fishermen whole. This
Right.
thing is like a full blown like tuna
Right.
sized.
Do you
But yeah, no, these adventurers hauled it out of the Mer du Don, and I fucking bought it from them because they wanted to eat it. I'm like, no, bitch, I'm taking this. I'm just gonna buy this from you.
When you press a button, it sings.
did
you go near it?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you look in? It looks like you opened it up. Did you find anything in there, perchance?
Oh no, they stuffed it.
Oh, okay, okay.
And he goes,
do those
Go walk up to it.
All right, I walk up to it.
And as soon as you get within 5 feet of it, it goes. Its head turns and looks at you, and its mouth opens, and it goes, "There's a place I'd like to go, farther up the river's flow. Where it is I do not know, must be under all that snow."
How fast does it pop up?
Like a Billy Bass.
It's literally, yeah, it's literally
It's
that.
it's just a click, real quick kind of motion, right? Okay. He's startled, but I get closer again, and
As you get
leer
closer,
into that
it
mouth.
starts again.
Yeah,
It's
and
you in
I
the face.
leer in the mouth.
And every time it goes off, people cheer and just start taking drinks.
You're welcome, bartender.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's why I send people to go look at it when they're due. It's hilarious. No, you don't see anything inside of its mouth.
Okay. I walk back and just say, Much thanks. I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
Scramsax.
Scrap.
But your friends are your friend is upstairs. Was everybody? Did anybody go upstairs to their rooms while Zodag was doing this?
No, I was watching this shit.
Yeah,
Hey, give me
no,
an
I wanna
insight
see
check.
the fish.
Swift.
Okay. Oh, I didn't look at the picture. I'm sorry. The picture is fantastic. Oh dear. Oh dear, that boy
yeah.
is large.
Yeah, after saying thanks to the bartender, I kind of get close to Sickle and like, I gotta talk to you.
Swift, you notice with that insight check, Zodag was looking for something. Was looking very intently at this fish.
He likes fish.
As you go now, do you guys go upstairs to your rooms?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I do.
We've already switched
Zodag.
keys.
Okay. Enos, Zodag, you guys have a room together.
Yeah, I've already headed back to the room.
Lagartha, Swift, you have a room together. Sickle,
High five room, buddy.
your room
Can we
is
talk about
with
shopping again.
your
We
room
can.
is with Dr. Smol.
Nice.
So, if Sickle follows my lead as we walk up, I would like to look around, make sure there's nobody within close earshot, and be like, I have a job for you.
You
How
guys are
much?
all like within like your 5-foot huddle, like as you're like all going upstairs.
How much would it cost me to have you make that fish disappear for a night? And maybe not appear in my room.
It sounds like someone needs a distraction.
Hey,
I don't think we're there.
Are we?
no,
we're in a
no,
5-foot huddle.
everybody's
Private.
everybody's
We're in
walking
our
up
little
together.
huddle.
We're in a cuddle puddle
We're in a cuddle
on
puddle.
the
okay.
stairs.
What's the point of having rooms?
Well, you didn't get to the room yet.
Well, you
Wait,
guys are
but
now
me and
like
Taku-
going into your hallway, and there's
We're in
Well,
our hallway.
we were kind of hanging
Yeah.
back intentionally.
Okay, if you don't want.
Well,
we
he
can-
he did
Sorry.
say that he brought Sickle away, like aside.
I didn't quite hear that.
I
sorry.
didn't hear that either as the DM.
Well, I guess my perception is just super high like my characters.
Alright. I wouldn't have said that because Swift wouldn't have been there. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So you hold back a second, grab Sickle, and ask Sickle how much will it cost for you to make that thing disappear and may or may not show up in my room.
For a night, to have it reappear the next morning. Or sometimes shortly after.
I normally deal with bigger bodies, but
That's a 5-foot long fish.
Look,
oh, so
I
that's
would
like a
do it
halfling in a wall.
Yeah. Look,
That's
I would
like
do it-
bigger. That's way bigger than a halfling.
It weighs like 400 pounds.
It's like a holing.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
a
sorry.
holing.
It's like it's like 2 holings.
It's bigger than a drow.
Maybe 5 halflings.
Okay, so
Look, I would do it myself, but it's
raises
I'm not
missing
that-
hand.
I'm not that stealthy. I'm not like you. You have a talent.
Okay. What do you do about this, Sickle?
Hmm.
Not gonna ask why.
So, offhand, how much would it cost to post bail if someone gets caught? Stealing.
Probably 10
That's how
gold.
much Zodak has to pay.
Lifetime ban.
Like 10 gold.
Oh, that's not too bad.
For stealing a fish, probably only about 10
Overcharge
gold.
him.
Yeah, 15. 15 gold. 10 to get me out, and 5 to make it worth my while.
Consider it done.
No questions, though. Not at all questioning why he wants this.
That's not my business. My business is doing things.
Goddamn player
Good at their
secrets.
job. Sickle's good at their job. They don't ask questions.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's part of the job.
As you break off, Eidos, you're in the room. Lagartha, Swift, you go into your room. Zodag, as you progress into your room with Eidos, Sickle, do you go into the room with Dr. Smol?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like a hat. I have like fucking.
As you turn the key and unlock the door and you open it, what you see amazes you. You see in this room, Dr. Smol is twitching, almost vibrating as he's got a lit fire on the ground. And he is cooking something. And he's just like, hey, Sickle. Oh my God, you have got to try this.
We're not getting our deposit back.
Come get me! Come get me!
What deposit?
Okay, what?
Shut the door, shut the door!
Closing the door.
Drugs.
What
Oh
are
my
you
God.
doing?
So, when I came here, I gave the guy a couple gold to give us rooms and food and whatnot, and this other dude caught me. Who's a kobold, which was hilarious. He was an alchemist, and he was like, "Hey, have you heard of this stuff?" And he sold me a drink, and which I then got run out of the bar by the bartender because you shouldn't be selling your own merchandise inside of another legal establishment. But that's legality. We can deal with that later. But this guy gave me this thing called bitter brew, and it was fucking delicious. So what he did was he sold me the ingredients. And I was just like, oh my God, I need to make this. So I've been working on it for the entire time you guys have been gone. Oh, this is delicious. Try it.
Oh,
No.
oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Passion.
Bitter
No.
bean brew.
Oh, okay.
What? Stop. Get the. I'm putting the fire out.
No.
He just starts like there's it's made out of beans. Like he was given a sack of beans.
Did he cook them like normal beans? Is he eating a paste of freaking coffee?
Oh God.
No, like
Coffee paste.
he's eating the coffee ground. Like he's eating the beans after he like tries to like grind them up, and like he made the coffee and made a bottle of bitter brew, which is essentially coffee. But it has a special feature.
After your exhaustion.
It gets rid of 1 level of exhaustion if you drink it. He is, however, eating the grounds.
God, I've been there.
Have you ever
there.
seen someone try and make their dog throw up because they've eaten something bad?
He nips at you.
You just try it. I'll squeeze his frickin' belly. I don't know what this is, but you are jittering like a gosh darn chipmunk. No more. Bad kobold.
Bad elf! Bad
a
elf
hand
starts
down
hitting you
his
with
throat to get him to gag.
like starts
Yep.
hitting you with his wooden spoon.
I can't do this alone.
After a
Can
few
we-
minutes,
can
you
we
do
hear
get
it?
him to calm down.
hear this? Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably loud enough. Everybody kind of like opens the door because Sickle did not lock it. Sickle just shut it quickly. And you all kind of like peer through the door as Sickle's just wrestling him.
It's a whole
As
bunch of.
there's a fresh.
What is going
hell
on?
is going on here?
I don't know. This one's making me throw up. I'll eat it too.
What? Eat what?
Okay, you know, some of us have, you know, those things, but some of us have boundaries sometimes.
He was left alone, and someone sold him mystery food, and now he's eating it in a weird way, and he won't stop shaking. He feels heart. I think it's gonna explode.
You guys all see like his forehead is just, the veins are just pulsating and like beating. Like you can see.
Oh, we need to get
That's
him in
impressive
down there.
With
We need to get him in
scales.
down there. Does
Scales.
anyone have drugs?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure
That
he
is
sold
the
this as a
opposite of what
drug.
we need.
Okay, well, there's
Let me
apparently a
hang
drug
on to
there.
those.
Do you pocket the beans?
Oh my god. Whatever. This is the tamest thing that you can get hooked on right now. Take it. Get hooked. Make yourself a cappuccino every morning, my dude.
Oh, I'm gonna do research into it. I'm gonna see if I can smoke them.
If you give him some time, he might be able to cover them in chocolate.
Ooh.
That is
Don't
a
make
throwback
this-
to
don't make
last
this look real
episode.
life.
That was the throwback to last episode when you told me the
Yeah, I
only
know.
thing you
Don't
were
make
eating.
this like real life. I still have. Thank God, I still have some left. Otherwise, my heart literally wouldn't be beating.
But
Can I get everyone to leave the room momentarily?
I was
Except
about
for
to.
you.
I was about
Except
to
for
call
you,
it.
Small.
I was about to call an episode, but okay.
I leave.
Yeah, let's go back to our room, mon ami.
I
Okay.
sleep here.
Bye.
Sickle, could you step out just for a moment? Just.
Sickle, Lagartha, and Swift in a room.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm stepping out for a moment.
Thank you. Oh, it didn't.
What did you roll? Oh. Roll the
Oh my
5d8.
God.
Oh, that's why you made us get out.
I don't think that's enough.
No, it's
I don't think
not.
that's enough. You should have hit
Even
him
if
on the head
he-
a couple times.
Even if he fails. Yeah, he's got 21
Well, hey,
21
did
health.
Sickle hit him a couple
I-
times.
I rolled terrible
No.
for that.
Can
No.
Well, good thing I can just try again.
knock him out.
Yeah, go for it.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Ow.
Again, it failed.
And he's just like, "Are you trying to put me to sleep?"
Yes.
Yes!
You ever have a coffee nap? It's great.
You trying to put me to sleep? Yes.
That's so shitty, my dude.
It's nighttime.
Well, it's always nighttime.
So,
I was literally trying to figure out a way to help people, because this helps people wake up and get energy, and I was trying to see if I could figure out a way to make it work better for our group. But it's cool. It's cool. I'll just pack up my stuff.
And the fire is out. There's no damage on the floor.
Oh, magic!
And he just starts packing up his cooking implements. And he's like, I guess I can go if you don't.
Oh no. You can stay. It just seems like you're gonna have a hard time sleeping, so I'm gonna help you out here.
Nah, it's fine.
Jesus Christ! What is this, a wisdom save?
Yes. DC would be 12.
12.
hey, there isn't a
No,
save
there
for this,
is no
there?
save.
No, there's no save. You just fall
Damn.
asleep if it encompasses your hit points.
Oh,
just
oh
fall
my
asleep.
God! This is the attitude. Like you just had this conversation, and you go, "I'm just trying to help," and he's like, "I don't need the."
It's also creatures within 20 feet of you.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, of the point that I choose. So if I do like the back corner and just step slightly out of range.
well, just so you know, you totally just made people fall asleep in other rooms on those first two castings.
I think he could probably put me to sleep with those first ones.
Good thing we left the room.
Actually, yeah, Lagertha would have gotten hit, or could have gotten hit by one of the first ones.
Just
Oh no,
pass
I only
he
out.
have, I only have 14 health right now.
What?
Yeah, y'all,
Dude, I got
y'all
hit.
still haven't healed.
Yeah, we haven't healed from the thing, and I got punched in the face by Boris.
And he is a martial arts character.
You know, that is a good question.
How do I have all
Does
my
it
health?
would it
Crazy?
affect things through walls?
It does, I believe.
If it
so
doesn't
lo-
state that it does, then it does.
I'm gonna use
Yes,
the same
Lagertha's
rules as
contacting me,
those
so-
other spells that, like, hey, this is
Smol.
affected by 3 foot of stone, or 3 foot of dirt, 2 foot of stone, like 1
Oh,
foot
the
of
divination
wood.
spells?
Yeah,
2
it-
inches of
like-
crappy wood.
like, if it were that thickness, it's definitely not going through. But since these are just like plywood
Kitty
walls, it's going through. You just absent-mindedly wiped out a bunch of rooms of sleeping people. People were
No, well,
probably
they're gonna-
in the middle of doing things.
Just aim for the rooms that aren't
They're
ours.
just gonna wake up with their pajamas like half on.
We
It's
just keep hearing-
broken.
If that's the tamest thing they wake up having been falling asleep during.
Oh.
But Smol falls asleep, and you all go to bed. Does Sickle or Swift open their package before the end of the night?
If we have time, I would like to. I think we both would like to.
Well, before
Should we just?
Or can we come back
doing a
to that?
job.
Can
But
we come
can
back
come
to
back to that. I
First
think.
thing next
Pretty late.
episode, we will come back to Swift and Sickle opening their respective packages in their rooms. And it is on that note, we are going to call it night. This one ran over quite a bit, but we started late and then still had technical difficulties. So I do apologize, everybody. If you guys are good, have a wonderful evening. Who would like to do the outro?
I can do it.
Go for it.
Do it, sis.
Just give me 1 sec.
Trying to find what it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to find what it is because I don't remember where it is.
It's like a
Oh, I found it.
thing.
This is Lagertha, and this has been another dangerously dicey adventure. See you next roll.
Good night,
Yay.
everybody.